Hello, everybody, and welcome to another World in a Bottle episode. This is episode 3, Oasis Ocean. No, I did not just almost forget the name of my game. Um, Hi, I'm Staria, your local, currently kind of frazzled DM. Um, will my lovely players like to introduce themselves and their characters top to bottom?
Hey, I'm Raddatoons, and I'm gonna be playing Emmet Lehvartt, the, hyper-realistically CGI animated Toon from the future.
Hell yeah.
Excellent. Hello, my name is Jude, GPQ and DWP. I'm going to be playing someone who hasn't popped up for a little while. I'm going to be playing my lovely little Robobot, Porridge. And yeah, they're just here to help and have
I
fun
love them.
and have a good time.
I love them. I
They
will
love
die for
you!
them.
You love porridge.
I will
Die
die
for
for
them!
porridge.
They will be very upset. Don't do that.
I will live for porridge then.
That's good.
Yeah.
I give
Little
porridge.
big
I
butt.
give porridge a ram stick. Stick of ram.
Thank you. We'll put this in their hammer space.
God, I love the porridge's voice. Now that
Anyway.
Do isn't being nerfed by Discord and we can actually hear them.
Yes.
Anyways, down the list.
Hi, my name is Jade or Megamagma, if you know me. So I'll be playing Andy Fenton and her little cat, Rig.
Nice.
That's it.
Yep.
Hi, hello.
Alrighty then, I am Goo Sample, or just Goo to my friends. I'm playing ya boy, Goozma, and his little crab buddy, Krusty Stan.
Hell yeah.
I love them already.
I'm posting
I lo-
pictures of our characters and
I love this whole party already. This is gonna be
Oh,
utter
posting character
chaos.
refs?
yeah, we should
Yeah,
post
sure.
character refs.
I'll also
We got
put
the
a
cake.
character ref once
got the
my
cake.
NPC gets introduced, and for like a minute, and then you'll never see him again until the end. Yep, there they are. Anyways, y'all found probably it's like a work wanted poster of like, yeah, do this, whatever the fuck. I don't have the brain cells to come up with a work poster off the spot. And it pinpoints the spot where y'all should meet the person who's gonna give you the job, because last time that was a bit of a mess. So yeah, how do you all get there?
Well, Emmet, I forgot to mention Emmet has like a little robot dog companion because Artificer and Steel Defender named Bitbark. And for the sake of getting to this destination, there's like Bitbark is just rolling along, and there's like this chair coming out of the slot in Bitbark's back, and Emmett's just kind of riding on it. It's just like it's like
adorable.
a scooter or something. It's just like, yo, I made it. What's up?
Oh, so softly.
Where is this taking place again? If you don't mind me asking.
It's just like just generic marketplace or whatever the fuck. It's
The
like,
name place?
yeah,
Exactly.
it's a like relatively like there's like people around.
Okay.
There's,
Well, I like
there's
to imagine that Andy probably picked up the poster and then was gonna basically just rode a subway. They just walked.
cool. Yep.
I was gonna say, Goozma has detached the jar that contains his actual body from his mechanical body, and he threw his mechanical body in his hammer space and is just mage handing his jar around with Krusty Stan riding on top. So they just
So it's just a
float in
floating
and-
jar.
So when they get to the
Is this
location,
whole body?
yeah,
It's a floating
Just
jar.
didn't-
Okay.
ditched in the hammer space, and when he gets to the location, he will attempt to pull his the rest of his body out of hammer space.
Cool.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Oh, Mier is already gonna get a migraine from this. Anyways,
And Porridge.
y'all get to like the stall that's like marked.
Right, you skipped Porridge.
Oh, right. Shit. Sorry. Hi.
good.
Yep.
It's alright, don't worry.
I was going down. I was
so I-
like, oh yeah, Goo's the last one. I guess everyone. Sorry. Yeah, your
That's
turn.
okay, dude. That's okay. I basically rolled something for Porridge. I rolled a stealth, and they got a 16. What they've done is, well, they were kind of hanging around in UPA, just floating around after the events of AI. The aberration investigation. Go listen to that. It's really, really good.
Yes,
and
Morty Game's good.
Yes, they are very good. And they just kind of saw a passing wagon with one of these posters pinned to it, and they just floated along next to it trying to read it. Thought it was fun, and dived into the back and shoved themselves inside of a bottle. It was containing a load of milk bottles. It's a milk crate wagon.
Oh
And now
my
in a milk
God.
crate wagon.
Oh,
I am the
16,
milkman.
I hope they're not
My milk is
rejected.
delicious.
we haven't even started the session, and Porridge has already shoved themselves into a bottle. I think it's the wrong bottle, though. I don't
It's-
know if there's a world inside of it.
Yeah, there's
No!
there's no world. There's just milk. You got the wrong
There
bottle,
is-
my friend.
Look, there used to be milk in there. There's no longer milk.
Oh my
There's a
God.
bunch of milk bottles, and one of these milk bottles has a strange sort of blue and red striped thing in it, but don't worry about that. That's special milk. Don't worry about that.
Okay. I think via Toon logic, because that was a pretty high stealth roll, the person on like the milk cart doesn't notice you, but at some point, the road gets like a little bumpy, and there's a particular bump. Your bottle, because you're not milk, you're kind of heavier than milk, and your bottle falls off and like rolls all the way to well, the stall that's actually the place you're. I'm assuming Porridge wanted this job, so yeah. So
Yeah, they jumped in the back of the milk crate to hitch a ride to this place.
oh my goodness,
So
yeah,
no
and
one's out.
yeah, you got there,
So
and
dead.
Now,
and at the stall, you see well, there's this person. He's sort of like just standing there. And do y'all like? I'm assuming someone's gonna approach him.
Andy and Andy's cutting through the shit. They got a cat on their shoulders who immediately just says, "Hello, is this about the job? Are you the person to hire just for the job?"
Yes. I'm assuming you two are coming together.
I'm the kid familiar, so yes.
Right. And he'll like nod at that.
It just comes rolling up. It's like, hey, I also heard about a job happening over here. I think this looks like a place. Yeah, radical.
Mirror sort of like looks at you. You don't see his expression. His hood is like completely dark, but like he just you get the feeling he's like sort of staring at you, and then it's just like, all right. Anybody
So-
else?
Goozma's gonna set himself down on the stall and then
Alright.
start rummaging around in this hammer space
Mirror is
for
like,
his body.
There's 2 people in jars in this session.
God.
I'm gonna ask everyone, including this strange store seller, could you roll me perception, please?
Sure. I forgot to open up Mirror's character sheet like an idiot. So I don't.
I have a passive perception of 17.
Yeah, you can use your passives if you want.
Alright, dope, thanks.
What's my passive? My passive is
Okay.
15, so
Oh,
I'm gonna
Emmet!
roll.
Hang on. Can I roll Bitbark's perception as well?
Yes, you
22.
can. Absolutely. Cool.
Mira got a 22.
Rolled a 16 with no modifier.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, damn.
Oh
Hi.
gosh.
Okay.
Let's see.
So- Roll. Jade, did you want to roll perception, bud?
Oh, I got a 17. That's my passive.
Oh yeah, you're passive. Sorry, I forgot that.
I'm gonna-
So basically, everyone but Emmet sees this. You see a bottle has inked up to the side of the stand that this strange salesperson is next to, and you see it start to shake a little bit, and you hear the gust rattling and rattling and rattling, and eventually you just see a and you hear a little whoop noise, and out pops Porridge.
Porridge.
And surprise, Porridge is here. And they look around at everyone. They do a little whoop noise and just have a look about, and then they look at everyone and say,
Oh, hello. Yeah, the Porridge. It is good to meet you, new users.
Alright.
anyone understand that?
Yep.
I understood it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Emmet understood it, but Emmet's just kind of like looking because, artificer? He can kind of tell, this poor little guy seems to have some bugs, maybe. Doesn't quite know.
You can roll insight if you want.
Yeah, I'll roll an insight. Although, actually, would I be rolling Arcana for this?
That's up to you, I guess.
I feel like because it's like looking at the tech side of it rather than the personality side of it, it'd be closer to Arcana. Oh yeah.
Cool. Alright. Okay, cool. You look at this strange little bot creature. It's definitely a bot. It's popped out of this bottle. You know that is some advanced tech right there. That is a lot of advanced tech right there. Hoo boy.
I mean, Emmett's from the future. He's seen a lot of advanced tech. He's wearing 2 smartwatches. He kind of knows his stuff.
God.
All right, that's valid. So if you're looking at Porridge right now, and you think about where you've been around Inkwell recently, and you don't think you've seen any tech that looks like this.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's
Point
definitely
that-
like taking some mental notes. Like he didn't seem to be taking anything seriously before this, but now he's just kind of like looking over Porridge like, oh, interesting.
Okay.
And Miro seeing the new person Toon but like popped up, and Miro just like, I'm assuming that you're here for the job as well.
Very good.
Alright. And seeing that you 4 are now here, I'm assuming all of you are here, all of you are like have said that you wanted the job.
Mm-hmm.
What
Yeah, pretty
exactly
much.
is the job, if you don't mind us asking?
Yes, I was gonna get to that. But basically, it's... And he'll, like, grab one of the bottles and, like, show it to you guys. Inside these is a world of sorts. What I need... It's... And he, like, stops, because I, the DM, am a bit frazzled. Sorry,
valid.
You're
You
okay.
take your
Take your
time.
time.
All
All
good.
Steve.
Take your time.
yeah, sorry. He's just like, the bottle is a world, and you gotta get to the end of it, and there is a crystal at the end that I need and for personal reasons, I cannot go inside, so I am hiring help. This particular one has a lot of water, so I have gotten rental cloaks of the manta ray for you guys. Please return them after this, because If you don't, you're not getting paid, and also the people behind it will hunt you down. I'm not messing with that.
Of course, Deuterino.
I just want to say that the moment that you say a lot of water, Rick's fur stood on end, and immediately Andy signs something to Rick, which Rick agrees, and then tells you, "Could you mind giving us 10 minutes before we head on?"
Sure.
And Andy goes off to stand like slightly further away, sits down, sets up a little runic circle with like chalk, and music begins to play like louder from their headsets. And Rick is in the middle of the circle. And after the 10 minutes are over, you see Rick's form shift from a cat to a squid.
Incredible.
Um,
Did anybody else want to say anything while these 10 minutes were going?
Emmet is going to see if there is like a spare cloak of the manta ray that he can just put on to Bitbark.
Oh, there is.
Because
Yeah, I'll say there
okay,
is.
because on the one hand, Bitbark is relatively waterproof. On the other hand, he just thinks that Bitbark looks cute in the cloak.
Yes, Bitbark looks very cute.
At this point, Goozma's been rummaging around in his hammer space and finally pulls out this 5-foot tall robot-looking body wearing a bathrobe, shorts, sandals, and a t-shirt.
Oh my god.
And just the jar floats up and just screws on top to where the neck would be. And he is now in his complete form.
Oh my god!
Dick.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Andy has been eyeing all of you with a very curious look. I might need to have FPSs with all of y'all after this.
Sure.
Oh
I'm
my
up for it. I hold my hooded cryptic little shit. Do you want to talk to him?
Oh.
I will say, Porridge, once they hear that you can't go into the bottle yourself, they attempt to reach out and pat you on the shoulder and say,
Oh, that's very unfortunate. Don't worry, Peach. I'll retrieve the item for you.
And they attempt to pat you on the shoulder, but I don't know if Miero would Miero dodge that, or would they just take it?
Well, Miro will, like, you go to pat Miro, but Miro does move, like, back, and is, like, sort of, like, half gently, half just, like, offhandedly brush your hand off, and he's just like, it's fine.
Okay. At that, Porridge is going to back off and say,
Oh, my apologies. No contact. Understood.
and you hear a little ding, and you'll see like a little box appear above their head, and it's got a picture of you, Yarrow, in it. And for anyone that's looking, it will be like a profile picture. And under one of the boxes, which says likes and dislikes, under the dislikes box, it says being touched, and you just see a little green tick go, and then the pop-up box closes with a and it's like,
Understood. It's updated.
and then they just kind of turn and look with interest at Goozma's body, because hey, you didn't have that before. That's new.
Such a curious little bot thing.
Goozma's also going to reach his now robot hand down to the counter where his hat or his little fez is still lying down, and the fez just kind of picks up a little and starts crawling up his arm, and it eventually crawls up back on top of the jar.
Horrible.
Just adds some extra confusion to the mix.
Porridge is looking at that with interest. They are just dead staring at you right now.
So we got almost everyone in this party has a familiar. We have a crab, we have Bitbark, and then we have Rick, who's now a squid.
Mm-hmm.
He's having a good time. He hates this, by the way. He absolutely hates being a squid.
Well, you signed to the mission with water, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, no need to be crabby about it. But
He'll kill you.
and anyway,
say, fight me in McDonald's parking lot.
no, it's the it's the Denny's.
Whichever.
But anyways, are y'all? Do y'all have anything else you want to say? Harass me, Arrow. I don't know.
You got any pizza?
What?
No? Okay.
Mira just like looks at you blankly, just like, what?
Oh, come on, you don't know pizza. Nobody here knows what pizza is.
And we know what pizza is.
You know what? I'll take it.
When you say you want pizza, you see Porridge's eyes just go from blue like a do 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 do, like the blue loading circle, and you hear a and say,
Unfortunately, we had no database for pizza. Apologies.
I'll just treat myself to a restaurant later. It's fine.
yeah, other than that, there's nothing else Porridge's gonna do. They're just gonna wait, looking at you, Miero, and ready to go.
Yeah, while this conversation has been happening, Miero has been like putting his Miero has been putting his hand on his face in what you assume is like the pinching the bridge of his nose, your nose motion, just like, all right. Well, if there's nothing else you want to do, I will open the bottle, and you all can now start your job. And he will wait for y'all's for if there's any objections.
We have been given the cloak of the manta rays, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
you all have it. There is enough for like everyone, and one for Bitbark.
Mm-hmm.
I will
Bitbark.
say that.
Oh.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Rada. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say, like, Bitbark just kind of opens his jaw, and from the speaker you just hear, preparations complete.
Alright.
Porridge's cloak isn't more like a cloak, it's just over them like a ghost sheet, so you just see like one little weird... They've got an antenna on the back of their head that's now kind of sticking up, so you just got kind of like one weird little pokey bit out of this weird ghost shape.
I love that.
There are now eye holes in the cloak.
Can you hey dude, can you say in Porridge's voice, did somebody say the door to darkness? Yes,
Say that again?
Did somebody say the door to darkness?
Okay. Alright. So Porridge says,
Did somebody say the door to darkness?
Thank you.
Take an inspiration point. Take a point of inspiration.
I don't know what this is for, but I'll take it.
Dude, take a fucking point of inspiration.
Hey, my collection grows.
I can't fucking believe this. Anyways, yeah. As nobody has any objections or complaints, Miero will take one of the bottles and pop the cork open, and everything goes white for a brief second, and then everything color fades back in, and you're falling into the sea. Sploosh! You're all now in water. Welcome to the bottle. Make me a perception check.
Ooh, that's something Porridge is very good at.
Oh, honey.
Oh,
Goozma.
oh.
Can I go with my passive of 17?
Sure.
Alright, thanks.
Won't matter with mine. My passive is a 9.
Baby.
Mine's a 10.
What I get for taking the observant feat.
Tis indeed. Well, Porridge
That
is
explains
just-
a lot.
Yeah. I'm not even proficient. If I was proficient, I'd have like a passive of like 20.
Nice. Okay,
Oh my
is this
word, it's
all?
all that's worth of you.
Goo, where did Goozma roll? Oh, in the coconut gallery.
He rolled an
Alright,
8.
That's an 8.
Oh, wrong. My bad.
No,
I was
no
not paying
problem.
attention.
Yeah. Alright, gonna start with the low rolls. Actually, I'm gonna just start with everyone. I'm gonna just say what everyone except for Bitbark and Aandy see. So, well, you fall. You're now in water. You, in, thanks to the cloaks of the manta ray, you all can breathe now underwater. And just as a note, you all have a swimming speed of 60. I think it's 60 feet. What is it? I can't remember. I should have probably checked this beforehand. Let me just check this real quick. Pretty sure it's swimming speed of 60.
60 feet. Yeah, it is 60 feet.
Okay. Yep, 60 feet. You all have swimming speed of 60 feet now, and you can swim underwater. So any of that shit that's associated with swimming, gonna kick that out because I don't have the brain cells for that.
Related with what?
Swimming and like disadvantage and shit, and like there's like stuff associated with swimming and for like people who don't have an A swimming speed.
Extra mechanics and stuff. It's
Yeah.
just be like, you can move underwater, but now it's 60 feet kind of thing.
Yeah, like there's like stuff with like disadvantage and shit, but I don't care about that because I don't have the brain cells to comprehend that. So you all can breathe underwater and have and you all have 60 feet of movement because Cloak of the Manta Ray. And okay, I got wildly off topic. You could Porridge, Emmet, and Goozma. You what you see is like, oh, that's a real pretty place. There's clear water here. There's all kinds of pretty fishes and Porridge. I think a fish may have bumped into you because you are a bit disoriented and you can't see shit. Goozma, I don't know what happened. You tell me.
I'd say his basically on impact, Goozma's eyeballs, which have no fixed spot in the slime, are just bouncing around in the jar.
Yep. Just
I say for
Pachinko
flavor for
machine.
Porridge. Oh, sorry.
what? What'd you say?
I was gonna say for flavor for Porridge, as a fish bounces past them, they just end up kind of spinning in the spot where they were at, and by the time they stop spinning, they've just got like little circles in their eyes, like the dizzy circles.
Aw. Bitbark, you're the brain cells of the group, apparently. You see the clear waters and the fish, but you also see, and this is also Aandy. You also see this. There are a couple of large coral rings floating in the water. It's like there's like around like 4 of them.
Mhm.
Yeah, let me check my notes because I'm a DM. Yep, it's 4 rings and like each one is like going further down into the depth of the ocean bottle, whatever.
Are they just floating in the middle of the ocean, or are they attached to anything?
They are completely free floating, though. You don't. With that 17, I'm gonna say you're pretty sure that they're magically affixed to place, so you can't move them. They can't move. Nothing will move them.
I actually do have expertise in Arcana, so anything magical at all that you want to tell me, like,
Cool.
yeah.
Mhm.
My passive Arcana, if that's a thing that you want to say, is 18.
Mhm.
My
Alright.
God.
Monks, wait, no, not monks. Rogues, baby.
Yeah,
I'm
rogues.
Yeah, I don't know why I said monk. Okay, anyways,
Yeah.
that's I'm once again getting wildly off topic. So yeah, that's what y'all can see. What y'all want to do?
Andy's actually turning to the rest of the party, and do any of you speak Toon Sign? Or actually, not Toon Sign, Real Kind Sign? Because
Give me roll a history.
Andy can't talk. And we are underwater, where sound doesn't travel as well, unless you want to say the cloak of the manta ray. Well,
I'll say that.
Rick isn't wearing one.
That's a dirty 20. Porridge rolled a history. It's in their databanks, baby.
Hell yeah.
Perfect. I have a translator.
Huzzah.
Yay!
So Andy signs and points towards the coral rings, towards the rest of the party, and begins swimming down that way alongside Rick. Rick is just following alongside them. It's just a weird. Rick is a fucking squid, and I find that fucking hilarious.
Uh,
Question: have any of y'all introduced yourself?
Nope.
not to each other.
Yeah, not to
What
each
did
other.
they did as they came out the bottle? They said their name was Porridge.
Yeah, Porridge is the only one who's done a proper introduction, and
Amazing.
Andy
So-
is already just swimming away.
Amazing. The little robot baby is the only one who did any proper introduction. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say. Rick is actually pulling on Andy's leg, and Andy looks back, and you see the squid do a bunch of sign language, which Andy has a bit of trouble interpreting because they're not hands. But eventually he understands that. Fine, and Andy finally signs back. My name is Andy, by the way.
Porridge will repeat that verbatim.
My name is Andy, by the way.
Oh my god.
Emmett's just gonna give like a little like quick flick of the wrist wave and be like, "Sup, I'm Emmet. This is Bitbark. Hello."
How old does
Yeah.
Emmet look?
Emmet. Okay, I will say again, Emmet looks like a real kind, but throughout his mannerisms, it's fairly obvious he is a Toon.
Yeah.
But he looks to be 20s, I'd say, but like early 20s.
Porridge is the only one in this party that Andy trusts.
God.
No
And
offense.
I'm gonna say
God.
this now, but we don't know if that's a good decision just yet. But
I-
my on the lips.
You look like a baby. That's enough.
Uh,
You hear
Look,
a little. I was gonna say you hear a little tink, tink, tink as basically the sound of a crab claw knocking against a piece of metal, and Goozma. It's kind of hard to tell, but you think it's almost like an exasperated sigh or emotion of an exasperated sigh. Hard to tell with a slime that doesn't have lungs. And he again reaches into his hammer space, pulls out a very fancy looking book, and pulls a pen out of thin water, as it were. Writes in the book, turns around and says, "My name is Goozma." And then a little arrow pointing up. This is Stan.
How are you riding underwater?
Magic! It's a
Understandable.
magical...
Have a nice day.
how aren't you riding underwater?
I'm a real kind.
That's a... Order of the Scribe.
Wait, you're... Oh, man, I love Scribe Wizard. I'm gonna let you know that right now. I played it before. Anyways. Andy just signs back finally. Alright, good. We got introductions out of the way. I can move towards the coral rings now.
All right. So the first one. Roll everybody. Roll me performance
Performance.
to
Performance.
get, cause You know, how in like, um, you know how in like games, like in the water level, you sometimes need to get through rings, and it's like cooling shit. So like,
Oh,
roll
Ooh.
performance, because I like making a variety of rolls.
yeah.
To be honest, I'm better with performance than I am with acrobatics, which is what I think this would be. So I'm okay with this.
I mean,
I don't know what my performance is. Dang, I'll do this once all you guys have finished your thing. Oh, you need to do bitbox, don't you?
Yeah.
Give me just a moment. You said performance, didn't you?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
that's the
Cool.
first one.
That's all that makes difference. Okay.
Do a good swim. No.
Oh dear. Okay, so I'll do that, and then
And Bitbark are just both simultaneously flailing through the water.
I'll...
The exact.
Porridge
Oh,
has
boy.
wrapped themselves up in their cloak, and they're just doing spins sideways, horizontally in the water. They're not getting anywhere, but they are making like a little water vortex around themselves.
Can I argue that Rick can go and give Emmet advantage
Sure.
by dragging him, because this is the thing that familiars can do, which is give the help action.
All right.
So you gotta squid on your leg. Roll advantage.
Okay, I'll just roll again.
Yeah, just roll again.
There we
There you
go.
go.
There we go. Okay.
Sweet.
Andy, you do this flawlessly. You're swimming pretty dang good. You do a like pretty arc, and you get through. And you hear like a soft like ding, as you go through the coral ring. Um, and then you're starting to flail, and you're almost like you almost hit the edge of the ring, but thanks for Rick, who pulls your leg and directs you to the actual center of the ring. You also get through pretty nicely. Goozma. Yep, and he's a straight face. We have our straight man here. Um, straight man, non-binary. Um, Kuzma, you're also doing pretty dang swell. Um, Bitbark, Porridge,
Plunk.
Honey. I think you both try to swim at the same time, but you both like either bunk into each other or both bunk into different edges. And because you both rolled a lower than a 10, you're gonna both have to take a d4 of bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
Goofy.
are we rolling our own d4s for this?
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Two
Both
points
did
of
two
damage.
Nice,
Y'all are
nice.
not that high level, so I don't want to be too cruel.
Valid.
Oh,
Let me
Staria.
see.
Join the dark side. Murder us.
Yeah,
Please don't murder Porridge. Do not.
I don't want to murder y'all.
I will say though, considering they have bumped into the coral ring now, they have seen something very pretty, and they wish to investigate it with the 16 because
Ooh, pretty shiny object.
Oh, that's very cute. So I'm gonna say yes.
Bitbark's gonna follow and just be like, odd object identified.
Pretty shiny thing.
So yeah, and all of you go through, there is like that stop thing of like, yep, you got through. Congrats. And now the second ring after that is a bit farther down. And well, sorry Jade, acrobatics time.
Alright, well this time I'm gonna have my squid give me help action so that way I can get advantage if that's alright with you.
Yep. Sure.
16.
16.
Thank fucking God.
Yeah, thank fuck it's not that nat one because nat ones get a bigger penalty.
Oh, Dice Ring Part 2? Or Core Ring Part 2?
Yep, the second corralling it's acrobatics.
Oh, Acrobatics.
What's my
It's
acrobatics?
still the exact same as Performance.
Oh
Bark.
honey. Oh no.
I'm gonna maybe...
Goo got
Goozma,
that
no.
one.
Could I maybe have my familiar? Could I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
Stan
yes,
help?
you can yeah.
Please.
You can do that. Yeah, because that was a
Please,
nat one. Please do.
Not a nat
Better than a nat
one.
Not a
one.
nat
Take
one.
it.
Not a nat one. Okay. Andy, yet again, straight faced. You make it through. It's a bit less graceful this time, but you make it. Emmet, you. Okay, you don't make it, but you barely you barely dodge the corner of the ring. So, you're gonna have to roll again, but you're not taking damage.
Okay. I'll roll again then.
Alright. Porridge, you're doing, swell. You're. Oh my god. Okay. I'll get to that later. Porridge, you got, pretty good. Again, not as, graceful, but got through. Goozma, it's not on that one, that's for sure. Um, but you will take a D. You will take a D4 bludgeoning damage.
I just want to say that whilst Goozma failed to go through the first time, I rolled perception for Porridge to see if they'd noticed that Goozma need help. They rolled a nat 1 and they have a -1 modifier. They got a whole fucking 0. They
Okay,
see jack all.
I'm
Emmet,
blind.
you're trying
Also,
again.
Emmet also rolled a 0 when it comes to trying again.
Yeah,
This-
you sure did roll a
This poor
0.
radical dude doesn't swim very good, I think.
Yeah, it's very not radical what happens to you because you get a face full of coral and ow. And I'm sorry, you're gonna have to take a D6 of bludgeoning damage this time because I said if it's a below a 4 or a nat 1, so points at.
That's damage.
Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking kill my
Suffering
players
even.
on the stupid coral ring puzzle.
Emmet's just kind of got a face full of coral. It's just like, not bodacious, dude.
Once everybody's through the second ring, would like to try something.
Okay, I'm gonna say with that, even
Do I have
with
to roll
that,
again, or does he just make it?
I'm gonna say with that 0 and that. Okay, I have. Okay, with that 0 and the face full of coral, you hit your face pretty hard, and as you're flailing to get the corals out of your face, and ow, you do fall through the other side, and there is that thing.
Can I please roll perception again to see if Porridge notices? I want to
Sure.
see if they could see you're struggling. It's not a +2, it's -1. 10. Did you make a loud enough noise for Porridge to notice you're struggling?
I'd say yes, if only because, ow, that really hurt.
That is fair. Alright, Porridge is gonna, you're just gonna see the little. You can't actually see what Porridge looks like at the moment, but you see the little sticky uppy bit on the top of the manta ray cloak go bing 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 and just point back towards Emmet. And Porridge does a big old U-turn in the water and heads back towards Emmet and says,
Oh, do you require assistance?
Possibly, yeah. Oh, also, did does Bitbark need to roll any damage? Because Bitbark got a 4, I believe.
Oh, I didn't see Bitbark's. What? Bitbark got a 4. Yeah, 5 or lower.
Fine.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take that D6 also. I feel very mean, but y'all
You're
rolled like shit.
fine. It's Dice Parser who's the mean one here.
Oh my god!
Just
It's
these
faster, why you
four.
like this?
Is everyone through the second ring now?
Yeah, I think everyone is for the second ring. God damn it, Dice Parser. Do you want my characters to die?
Andy, go
Sorry,
ahead.
go ahead.
Go ahead, dude. No, you do your thing first.
Okay, I was just gonna say, if Emmet is struggling, Porridge is going to say,
I will provide you with assistance.
and they're going to turn their back towards Emmet and they say,
Please take a hold. We will guide you through.
and they're going to offer, basically, they're going to offer help if they need to get through, so you can hold on to Porridge, and if you need assistance getting through the next ring, Porridge will give you a help action.
Okay, yeah, Emmett's grabbing on.
I actually had a similar idea as Andy turns around, reaches into their backpack, and takes out 50 foot of rope. Just tie ourselves together so that way we roll a cumulative roll instead of a individual roll each.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
There you go. Andy signs back to Porridge. We should just tie ourselves together.
We can just tie ourselves together.
You know, Andy's not used to somebody who actually interprets the word exactly as they're said. They're used to Rick. Yeah. Do you want me to roll anything for this, like a sleight of hand or anything?
Sure, roll me a quick
else?
sleight of hand check, just to see how well you tie this. Yep.
That's a nat 20.
That's the best
Oh,
fucking
nice.
tie in the fucking universe.
Yep.
And yeah, that's almost a 30. I'm not unless you want to. Nothing's gonna break that that tie. That knot. Yep, I can English. So yeah. Then onward to the next ring. Well, the next one is a bit further off, and you see that there are a bit more like animals in this section, and roll me animal handling to see if you can get like animals and like a sea animals or fish or dolphin or whatever to help you get through.
Oh, yeah, I thought
So,
as much.
And
with the rope
yeah,
tied together, this is a
group-
cumulative roll, right?
Yep.
Up to
Oh,
that
nat
20.
20!
Yep.
I mean, for
That's what
animal
you
handling, I doubt it. I'm gonna.
At some point, you just see Krusty Stan reach out, grab a small fish out of the water, and just like pull it into the hat and eat it.
Yeah, consider.
I'm gonna say.
With a nat 20, Andy. Oh, go ahead, dude.
I was just gonna say, with a 6, Porridge, as they go by, a manta ray may also go past, and as it goes past, it just stops and just like a quick double take, looks at Porridge, and just is so offended it gives it like, not damage wise, but just gives it like a little tap on the head, it's like, you're not a manta ray, I know what you are, don't pretend, and then flies off.
Amazing. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just like take the average, cause like group roll and shit. So 22. I should. Alright, 22.
20.
2 plus
Oh, so
6.
did you want to say something as well, Jade?
I was just gonna say that with a nat 20, I'm just imagining Andy fucking talks to a dolphin, and the dolphin just somehow understands.
Ariel off in this bench.
Emmett's just looking at Andy like, do you even have to speak with animals, bro?
What's the fucking divide sign for?
Andy points at their mouth.
I guess that's a fair point, but
You're looking for the medium. 1, 2, 3,
Never
Divide that
mind.
by 5, so that is...
It's vibes.
All right, I'm gonna say that was a nat 20. Yeah, you get it pretty well. Cause this map. Yeah, you pretty much meet the DC. Yeah. You yeah, Andy, you get a dolphin to carry the whole group. It's a bit even with your excellent animal handling, it is a little bit of a rough trip because you're all tied together and it's a little bit less what's the word flexible.
We're just this
So
big old bundle of people being dragged through the
Large
Yeah.
ocean.
daisy chain.
Yeah,
We're
but
just a
no
large
one
daisy chain.
but nobody takes any damage and that's the important part because Jesus fuck.
We're just a
Um,
very ungraceful eel.
Yeah.
The most ungraceful eel at the ocean right now. If there's an eel going past, it's looking by like, what the hell is up with you, bruh?
Like
You've been on the drink.
what
Or
like
you-
what is that? Is that a leviathan? Is that a piece of garbage? Wait, no, it's moving. Oh, I don't like that. And it's like
it's Andy.
skitters
Is it a
off.
tentacle cut off from a giant squid that got loose and now it's just twitching freeform? Who knows?
While we're hang on. While we're like just kind of being pulled along, let me see if I can I take an action to do mending on Bitbark?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That heals the Steel Defender, yes. That's nice.
Yep. Repairing Bitbark back to full
Yeah.
HP.
That's always a good idea. I forgot to look if y'all have healing. Actually, no, none of y'all are like designated
No.
healers. So like,
I have a potion of,
Emmett has
I have-
cure wounds.
I also have a potion of healing.
okay, that's all right.
Like-
Good.
Emmett has some healing.
Okay,
for you guys.
good. We have what 2 cure wounds. Okay. This should not
We'll be
kill
fine.
you guys. I
dead.
hope.
We'll be fine.
Oh, that bodes well.
So yeah, y'all get through the third ring and the fourth and lowest ring. It seems a bit smaller than the others. Seems like you're gonna need a bit of who isn't wearing armor here? I don't know. But I looked at y'all's character sheets, but I don't remember them.
Andy has mage armor, so they're not technically wearing any armor. They just have
The
mage armor.
Bitbark isn't wearing armor. I mean, it's got natural armor, but I don't think that counts.
No, it
Goozma's
won't
wearing a
count.
bathrobe.
You say Goozma's wearing a bathrobe.
Yep. About it.
I need to know if that's mechanically armor or not.
It is. I would assume not. It's just common clothes.
Okay.
But if it's a
Sorry.
smaller ring, he could just unscrew his head and
Because
mage
like,
hand his head through the wall.
Emmett is wearing a scale mail.
Okay. Sorry, I was just asking for mechanical purposes. I'm sorry to interrupt, Staria. Please continue.
Yeah, no problem. So it's you from that you understand that you're gonna need a little bit more finicking with it. So roll me all of you sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand for everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Sleight of hand group thing, and I know Andy's gonna ace this. Yep,
Hi.
15.
15.
7.
My word.
Here, I'll give myself advantage by using
Sure.
getting
Yeah, blow it out of the
using
water,
my action.
baby.
That's
21.
Goozma- If Goozma detaches his head, is that his sort of advantage?
So sleight of hand is Dex, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
18. That
Oh wait, hang on.
gotta do without
How do you?
gotta do
Get rid
without
of
the
the,
the second
oh.
exclamation mark.
Oh, so the D20 minus 1 was the only one that got rolled. Okay.
Okay, that's 2.
So that was Emmett, and then That's Bitbark. God dang it, you two!
All right.
Bitbark
All right.
and
So
Porridge.
Okay, if I
because
can make can I make an obscure video game reference? It feels
Sure.
like trying to make it. Emmet and Bitbark. It feels like they're trying to do like the water level in that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NES game. God awful swimming controls.
amazing.
You.
Okay. What I'm gonna say because Goozma and Andy got some excellent roles here. You get the team fairly good out, but I will say I will roll a d4 of damage for d6 of damage and then distribute it between you three. Between Porridge, Emmet, and Bitbark. Okay, you all
No, I
take
got
1
7.
point of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
as your head does indeed bonk on the ring on your way through.
We're at the tail end of the group is the issue, because as we go through, they do it flawlessly as they go through the first bit, and it's just the momentum. We just kind of get scraped on the end of the ring as we go through this.
I just love the idea of like the people in the back are just kind of flailing from side to side, and they just bonk, donk, bonk.
Dunk,
Ow.
dunk, dunk.
And he's pulling on the fucking rope to get you guys through there quicker, and it just bonks your head.
It's like dunk, dunk, dunk.
Listen, we're trying our best.
We'll just say Porridge just goes, ow, as they go through.
Oh
Oh man.
gosh. Bitbark just comments, note to developer, in update swimming firmware.
Oh, I have programs for that.
Maybe later, little dude.
So yeah, y'all do in fact get through the 4 rings. Woo!
We totally did it.
You did it, and you took so much more damage than I thought.
I'm
What
just
the hell,
imagining
you
like the Sonic Unleashed E rank fanfare.
And he's seeing this from behind, like the menu shows up for the points and score, and he's just fucking confused, like what the fuck does any of this mean?
Yeah.
Oh my
And
word.
Andy's just standing in here. But yeah,
For real kind.
as you you finish going through the 4 rings, you now notice that oh hey, we're actually much lower down. Like when you were going through those 4 rings, you were actually going down to the bottom of the ocean. I say like ocean inside the bottle. You know what I'm saying, whatever the fuck.
The end of the bottle.
Yep. And well, Porridge Cat's message to display the E. Thanks. Y'all are too fucking funny. But yeah. Yep.
Continue.
Prestidigitation for the sad trumpets.
Look, Porridge has message and prestidigitation. I'm gonna use them. They're both cantrips.
I love it. Thank you for your contribution.
You're welcome. Enjoy
But yeah,
the sound.
as you all get to the bottom of the wards, the bottom of the like you get to the ocean floor. Well, roll me an investigation check.
Oh, finally, something Emmett's actually good at.
Same with
Same.
Goozma.
Oh wait, wrong. I hit enter too early. Dang it.
Oh, roll again. I'll
So I do wanna
look
say-
away. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
My passive investigation score is it's 10 plus
Jade, I
5.
will hold you at
5.
gunpoint.
Oh, that's
You-
20. That's 20.
Jade,
I'm not
I
joking
will
with you.
hold,
I have the observant feat for a reason.
I will hold you at gunpoint. Roll.
Okay.
It's your rolls,
That's
Jade.
a 23, so it's even better than my passive.
Cool.
Porridge and Andy can investigate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
okay. Goozma's the only person who doesn't see this. Because the DC was a 14, y'all.
Just posting it there.
Yep.
I wasn't lying.
I wasn't saying you were.
Okay.
Okay. So, Goozma, you, by the way, are you still tied together? Like, what's the deal with
I
this?
assume so.
Okay,
Yeah, I
cool.
assume so.
Okay, that's just hilarious to me.
We're just a bundle of doofuses.
Goozma, where are you in on where are you on in the conga line of idiots? Not idiots, y'all are great. Doofuses, dorks.
Probably in the very back.
Okay, that's probably why you don't see this, because there's a lot of people before you, and you're still tied together. But everyone else, you get this. Even hilariously enough, even Bitbark with the -3. Um, there is a what seems to be a circular hatch at the bottom of the ocean, just like laying flat on the floor. And because y'all have rolled really dang good, you see that there is a circular notch in the middle of it, like something is meant to go inside of it.
Emmet's just kind of looking at this hatch and looking around. Like, I assume the seafloor has like normal like sand and ground on it, right?
Yeah, there's sand, there's like pebbles,
Okay,
there's
good.
like
Because
coral
for a
branches.
second he was worried that they'd hit the bottom of the bottle, and it's like, does opening this just drain the entire bottle? No, it seems to be like there's an extra compartment down here.
Yeah.
It's just. Sorry, continue.
No, that was
I
all
have
I
a
had to say
question.
for now.
Does this door seem like, is it mechanical in the sense that it has like gears and stuff, or does it seem electronical?
Um, magical.
Magical. Okay.
I'll just give it to you because y'all rolled really dang good.
I'll swim up. Actually, I'm gonna first unattach myself from the conga line.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can keep yourself attached if you want. Um,
I think Goozma's gonna untie himself too.
fantastic. I'd like my rope back.
Emmet's like, on the one hand, he was going to keep himself tied to the conga line, but then seeing that the only two people who seem to be actually decent at swimming have detached already, it's like, well, this isn't going to help. So he just detaches the rest of the party.
Bundle,
Fantastic.
bundle,
my-
bundle
I like my rope
of
back.
non-swimming people. What were you
And he
gonna
takes
say?
the rope back. And
Porridge. Sorry.
go ahead, do.
Oh, no, you go ahead. It's fine. Go ahead.
No, go.
I'm just gonna say that just leaves Porridge with a bunch of rope dangling from them. They're just like they haven't removed the rope. They can't. They've got nubbin hands. They cannot untie the knot.
I was going to say that Emmet was going to help them out of the rope as well.
I was gonna say that Andy's gonna take the rope back, so
All right.
Yeah.
Okay then.
they would help you.
Take
Yeah.
Porridge away with. Take Porridge with them. They're
You
part
just
of the
throw
rope
Porridge
now.
along behind you like a balloon.
Eventually, Andy's gonna swim down to the door. And can I roll Arcana check to see
Sure.
if this is a very like, is it a magical lock in the sense, or is like what kind of key does it need? Are we looking at anything specific? 25.
Nice. Okay. Well, you. Yep, definitely magical. Like everything around you seems to be. And it seems like the only way this door will open is if you place the correct object inside this circular notch that seems to be in the middle of the door.
With the
Hmm.
23 perception from before, did we notice anything else at the very bottom? Like, is there a clam with a giant pearl inside of it? Is there...
There's a bunch of clams actually.
Oh, are they giant or are they just tiny clams?
They're all like sitting there. They're all closed though, so you're gonna have to do some clam wrangling in order to see if they have pearls in them.
I'm guessing they're giant though, right? Like they're big.
They're decent sized, yeah.
Okay, are they big enough that, like, if they had a pearl, it would fit into the slot?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, sorry for not being clear.
You're good.
Good.
Well, Andy reaches into their backpack and takes out a fucking one moment, because I didn't think I ever get to use this, a fucking crowbar.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Emmett just gives finger guns in a reference that you'll never that Andy probably doesn't understand.
Andy also doesn't understand the finger guns. Why?
oh, Andy.
What
Oh,
are you
beloved.
doing? What is this gesture?
Andy, you know what? Andy repeats the gesture back like, sure?
Amazing.
Who has strength? Because this kid does not have strength.
Emmett doesn't have strength, but he does have his armor infused with armor of magical strength, so he can give himself a really good strength.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
nice.
Interesting.
Artificer infusions!
Artificers, baby.
Nice.
Yep.
Can I, with the 27 from before, with the investigation, can I tell which one would be the most likely one to go for? Would you like me to roll again?
What was that thing you rolled for now?
Oh, that was a performance. The 14 was a performance to see if Porridge can imitate the finger guns. They do a decent job conveying what they're trying to get across, but
cute.
yeah, they don't have fingers. So
They
it's
have
just like
nubbins.
Look, they use prestidigitation, and as they like lift the two nubbins up and just like do, and you see like little sparks, like little poo, and a noise.
Aw.
Oh, that's
I
so
love that
cute. I
so
love
much.
porridge. I will die for porridge.
Please don't.
I will live for porridge.
I cannot hear you. Please don't.
Ugh.
Goozma has no strength, but he does have electricity to maybe try and zap these things open. I don't know.
Emmett's just kind of like showing the armor under his sweatshirt. It's like, I got this.
All right. Everyone.
So
Are we going, I'm guessing we're opening up the
Okay,
nearest clam? Or is there
First of all, just a little note for the future. Please tell me what you're rolling before you roll it, because
Sorry.
things can get into a bit of a mess when I don't know what y'all are rolling.
Sorry, dude.
No
Put that in
it's no problem. I'm just like, it's just a bit of inconvenience when I'm like, wait, hold up, what was rolled, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot of rolls to keep a track of. I'll put in I'll put it next to it next time. Sorry, dude.
Yep. I'll say, everybody, or where were my notes there? Okay, here, okay, roll, in order to find a good, like, a good clan with a suitable pearl, roll me a roll of your choice, as long as you can justify what it's for.
okay.
A
In
little
that
bit of a
in that-
freebie.
in that case, should I just mark it off with the hashtag notification? Or
Yeah,
Well, tell
that's
me.
what I've been doing.
First, tell me.
okay, Emmett's gonna roll nature.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Interesting.
gonna roll investigation again.
Okay.
Andy?
Goozma's
At
gonna
least-
also roll investigation and he's gonna investigate by picking up each clam and shaking it.
I'll give you the reason as to why I think Andy should roll survival. Andy has actually traveled quite a bit since they were young, and at some point probably ended up somewhere near the coast and had to survive off of opening up clams and eating the with like lemon. So I'm gonna roll survival.
What's your survival?
Well, I rolled 10.
Okay. Well, at very one Porridge, you rolled the highest, so you do investigate the clams, and you find one clam which holds a pearl that is bigger than all of the other pearls, and well, in fact, it's about the right size.
Okay.
So, are we gonna need strength to open up the clam?
Yeah, sure.
Can we get advantage with the crowbar?
I
Alright.
mean, I was just gonna say, are you willing to hand the crowbar over to Emmet? Or
For this, Andy's putting the crowbar in there and then stepping away.
okay, yeah. Okay.
Before you do this, Staria, can I roll a persuasion to give Radda advantage if I get a good roll to convince the clam to open?
I will say, Emmet is already getting advantage from the crowbar, so no.
Okay.
Alright.
Then go for it then. Porridge will just be at the side saying,
Hello, clam. If you wouldn't mind, would you please open up so we can progress? Thank you.
So it's gain a bonus to the roll equal to the intelligence bonus. So it's nat 20!
Nat
I don't
20.
need advantage.
You don't need that advantage.
Emmett's just like, okay, I got this. And he just there's a bit of like a charging sound from his smartwatches, and ding 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 ding, and he just smashes it open. It's like, well, not smashes it open, but like just the crowbar just slams it open. It's just like, oh yeah, that felt good. All right, pearl for the taking.
Yep. So you take the pearl, and that's cute. Porridge's eyes are sparkling at Abbott. That's adorable.
Okay. I have a question, Staria.
Sure.
In the message you told us previously, we weren't allowed to steal the actual object or the cloaks. How do you feel about these pearls?
Okay. I'm gonna say
Because you said there were other ones.
Yes, you can steal pearls as long as you roll high enough, but I will limit y'all to like 2 at most because I don't want to break the economy.
Understandable. Andy is looking at this pearl that we have just acquired, which is ginormous, looks at Emmet, and just says, just signs to Porridge, please tell Emmet that I want to get more.
Tell Emmet that I want to get more.
You know what? Sure, why not? And he'll just take the crowbar to another one.
Yes.
I guess. Are we just gonna keep rolling strengths at this point?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll use armor charges for these as well.
Can I roll investigation again just to look around
Well,
and
that
see if there's
didn't work.
anything other than like pearls and stuff that Porridge can find?
Advantage because of the
Sure.
crowbar.
Sure. Roll me investigation. Meanwhile, do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, with the crowbar, the second clam is
Also-
opened.
Yeah, it also pops open. The pearl inside is much smaller and less pretty. But like it's still pretty, but it's less like not the giant pearl that is obviously a key. That's an 18.
Sorry, might I make a suggestion to
Sure.
speed up the pearl stealing?
Yep.
Have Radda just roll with advantage one more time and based off of that roll how many pearls we can get.
Okay.
Just like make up a number if you want in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have the key pearl. There you go, 16.
Okay, So 16.
I'm gonna say you find 3 more pearls.
So one
Okay.
for each of us.
Yep. Yeah, they look like that.
Andy's. I'm okay with this. Oh, these are beautiful.
Yep. You
Cool
can you
Casey
can have
pearls.
you can make them into necklaces if
Oh,
you'd
How
like.
be worth if we were gonna give him a gold amount?
I assume we'll figure that out at the end of the
Yeah,
session.
That's fair.
you'll
We can
understand.
figure that out at the end.
We can figure things out later. All right, that investigation from you, Porridge. Um, you don't find anything much of note on the ocean floor, but you do go a bit more further out, and you in fact hit the edge of the world. You feel what is a thick sort of glass pane in front of you, and you can very vaguely see the outside world, but in a very small worm's eye view.
ooh. Orange is just gonna kind of stare out and go, ooh. And then they're just gonna like tink tink against the glass a little bit. And just kind of look out. They're just gonna look out of this for now because ooh, they are very, very small. Not even when they use reduce, they this small. This is very small. They're not used to being this tiny.
Very little.
Very small.
Teeny tiny.
I will say, as we are nearing the final part of this game, this was a much shorter game than I thought. But that's not a bad thing, hopefully. Let's
Yeah.
take a small break.
Yeah, I can take a break.
Yeah.
I need to
So
go eat something.
refill water, take more snacks, go to the bathroom, drop my
And you start
Uh,
sweating.
drop my plushie.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. See you in a bit.
At this,
See you in 5.
Y'all say Dice Parser is bullying the players. I've been fine this whole time.
listen,
Andy
everybody.
has
He's
right.
blessed is why.
Listen, you've got it good. You've had it good this game. Look at me.
Speaking of which, I know most of you probably don't know Andy's lore, but I'm looking at all of the robot things that y'all are doing, and I'm just like, Andy's if this wasn't a low Angst game, Andy would be trying to steal Bitbark.
Why? No.
Or Goo's body for that matter.
Oh my god.
Or Porridge, but I think that one would be easy.
God dang it, Andy.
I'm sorry.
This was probably the worst party for Andy to participate in.
I didn't know who the other players were until now. Andy
now
steals
you know.
everyone the game. That would
Gosh.
actually make for a really funny game.
It would, but it would also like have many consequences.
Oh wait, I have an idea now. Oh, I have
God
an
damn
idea
it.
I have another idea for a game now.
Oh gosh.
All robot party, but everybody's missing like something from them.
I may remind you, Emmet is technically part of a bounty hunter gang.
That's
So
fine. Andy's used to being chased.
He is friends with a giant lobster and a giant space alien.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
God, we need to get the criminal hunt team back together. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Turn the lights off. I can't sing. Fuck. I've been listening to Andy's playlist this entire time, and it's always such a bop.
Dang, you make playlists for your characters?
I had to. This character literally listens to music the entire time that they've been in the game. Like canonically, they are listening to the songs I'm listening to right now.
Uh,
That means also when they get into combat, they do change the track.
of course.
Yeah. It helps me get into character, and it's a little quick character because, like, as far as you know, they can't hear anything that you're saying. You don't even know how the hell they're able to respond to you.
I guess. Fair enough.
The reason why they know is because they have the observant feat, by the way, and so they're able to read lips.
Yeah. Emmett's just kind of like just trying to chill. And it's just like Emmet is admittedly in a slightly bad mood after being bonked against Coral so many times.
I'm so sorry.
You
Emmet
don't have
has
to say
been-
sorry for that.
I'm so sorry.
Again, you don't have to say sorry for that. The dice parser has to say sorry for that. And dice parser
Alright, you're
doesn't
the
know how to
DM.
say sorry.
Sorry, you're the DM. The traps are meant to get them unless they do stuff about it. That's why I was like, you know what? The rope idea might work to help out.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And it did. It reduced some of the damage. Like, the
Yeah.
players are meant to solve your puzzles, and a puzzle can also be an encounter that does damage.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gotta feel bad about that.
So
Okay.
hello, I have returned.
Hi.
I've gotten to the original goo.
I am back with a sock of crackers and a brick of cheese.
I did
Nice.
not go to get anything because I forgot.
I got you. You can go get something if you want.
You sure?
Yeah. I got
Yes.
a bunch of Swedish fish because I think that fits the occasion.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
didn't go to get anything because I already had a second drink here.
Nice. Yeah, I got
Valid.
water. Filled my cup of water.
I will say before you ask, Staria, I rolled. When Porridge eventually shakes their head and wanders back away from the side, the glass bottle side, and they come back to the group and they get their pearl. The roll I just made was for hammer space because they're going to reach into their eye, have a wriggle around, and then pop out a pretty pebble they have. And they're just going to kind of hold it up next to this pearl and look at them both like,
Ooh, more pretty rocks.
Aww, that's so cute.
he gets the robots.
Uh,
Also say Porridge is very interested in all the mechanical people around. They are very interested in Emmet and their whole very strange futuristic look.
yeah.
Doggo good. Doggo very good. They may attempt to pet Doggo, and by may I mean they will attempt to pet Doggo at some point.
Good.
Pet.
Pet the big clank. Well, not so big, but clanky doggo.
Yes, pet Clanky Doggo. They will probably also have a pretty intense look at when Goo comes back. They probably have a look at the mechanical body because they're crazy. And
Okay.
Jade,
Hi.
Hi, Jade.
What's up?
I was gonna say, Porridge has just been kind of nosing at everyone's mechanical bits, like Emmet and the fantastic dog. They are looking at intently because like sciencey, magicy, techie bits. They've been looking at Goo's mechanical body or Goozma's mechanical body because that's different. And they've also been looking at your headphones because that's interesting. They haven't seen those before either.
I also have a cassette player that's connected to it.
If you pull out anything technological, Porridge will have eyes on it very, very hard.
Gosh, I'm like looking at how you've got a cassette player. Meanwhile, Emmet just has smartwatches and Bluetooth, and I'm just like, oh god, these are two very different eras.
Look, the original character concept for Aandy had their cassette players that be an iPhone. That was their spellcasting focus.
I mean, to be fair, Emmett's spellcasting focuses are his smartwatches, so
Yeah. The other
It
reason why I
makes
didn't do it
sense.
is because I didn't want a character from the future. Or like
Yeah, fair,
technology.
fair enough.
Yeah, I wanted
Meanwhile, I
something
was
that
just like, you know what, feck it, future character.
They found their cassette player. A little bit of Andy lore. They found the cassette player in a pawn shop. and they stole it.
Oh. I'm starting to realize a bit more about Aandy. Very klepto.
Little frog child.
Man, yeah, they're very kleptomaniac. Not because they want to be.
Let them have shit. Give them all the stuff. They have dragon horde instincts. Let
They
them be.
They should be allowed to have stuff as a treat.
I want to let you know right now that they're level 5, but they're only 2 levels in row.
Oh yeah, Emmet is only level 3.
Goozma is also only level 3.
Am I the only level 5 character in here?
No, there's also
Yeah, I'm
Porridge.
level...
Ah.
Oh yeah, I'm level 5, aren't I? I forgot.
Yeah.
I thought it was only level 4.
You're level 4. Is it okay if I say it?
No, I know what I am. I'm level 4 wizard, level 1 rogue.
Yep.
Oh. Meanwhile, Emmet is just level 3 artificer.
And now you know my pain of having a party full of squishies.
See, level 3
Excuse
wizard.
me. I have 40 health and 16 AC. That's pretty good for a rogue warlock.
You're the tank here.
Porridge can have 15 AC and currently has 32 HP.
Don't you?
She's bad for a wizard.
Just you wait until I get armor of the Agathis up.
Ooh.
I'm just sitting here holding this poor squishy future boy. He's only.
Mate, you stay behind Porridge, please. With your rolls, do not pass go. Do not.
What were
pass
you gonna
Porridge.
say, Goo?
That's a Goozma with his 17 health and 12 AC.
Oh, buddy.
You stay out of the way.
Squishies.
I could kill you with one hit.
Yeah. Emmet just has 24 health and 13 AC.
Like
Goozma's just a glass cannon.
Goodness
Emmet's
gracious.
Emmet's. I feel like Emmet's a bit more of a support character in terms of build. So Jade, you're the tank.
I got a metal pipe. That is my weapon. It is a real kind metal pipe. It is meant to do damage. Yes.
Emmet just blinks with his little NES zapper thing.
Porridge is the spellcaster. DPS baby. By the way, Goo, what's Goozma's dex?
Dex is 14.
Oh.
So that's the +2 mod, isn't it?
Yeah, Goozma has no negative stats, but he doesn't have any spectacular stats.
Do you have
No,
any armor?
I'm doing then.
Yeah,
Do you have
that's
any leather armor?
Nope,
What?
and I don't think wizards are proficient with any armor.
Yeah, they are. That's like light armor.
Okay, I know what I'm doing next then.
Do you want to hear Emmet's stats?
I don't know. Do we?
That's up to you.
Let's hear
Sure,
it.
go ahead if you're sharing.
He's only got 8 strength, 9 dex,
Oh,
11 whiz, 14 con, 16 charisma, and then 18 intelligence.
Oof.
No, you know my.
Yep.
I at least gave him a positive con stat. Okay, you can't fault me for that one.
Wizards have no proficiency in armor.
Oh, you're right. Damn.
Do not.
Bathrobe.
Oh, do you not have mage armor?
Nah.
Okay.
I was trying to maximize the effectiveness of the Order of the Scribes that can change damage types. So I just basically the only non-damage spell I have is Find Familiar. The rest are damage spells, so I can with as wide a variety of AoEs or areas of effect as I can get.
You could have just gotten
What was
almost
that
all of the
roll?
damage type with so Witch Bolt? No.
No,
Which is-
chromatic or
Chromatic.
well, yeah, that how it works is you can only change it to damage types of a spell of the same level. So for my
That's why they changed it after the UA. That's dumb. I like the previous one. I run by with the UA version.
well, the UA version is I'd say that's kind of broken though, but
It really wasn't. It was just fun to play with. I ran a whole campaign with it, if that's what you're asking. So,
well, I have Chromatic Orb as my first level, everything damage type, and then Dragon's Breath is my second level.
Okay.
let you know right now. being able to change magic missile into any damage type is so good.
That does
I
sound
mean,
pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
I might have to pick up Magic Missile on or after this game when I level up.
Because like
Ooh.
with how many things have different vulnerabilities, having guaranteed damage that's doubled. Mwah.
Yeah,
Alright.
pretty much the whole idea of this was, poke one damage type thing. It's
So
super
big.
effective.
Either
Alright.
way, I think we're
Anyways,
ready to continue.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was just gonna say before we started, if Staria allows me, I quickly just rolled an insight for Porridge to see if Goozma was armed. Am I allowed to do that during the break, or would you rather me just
Sure.
X this from?
Yeah,
Cool.
you rolled insight. Yep, this jar of goo with eyes and mechanical body sure doesn't have an armor. That sure is a bathrobe.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so hey, Goozma, Porridge gonna float over and says,
You do not possess any armor. It could be dangerous ahead. May I cast mage armor upon you?
Can you cast Mage Armor on? I thought that was a target self
it's a
spell.
touch.
It's not.
It's a touch thing. Any willing creature you can touch and cast mage armor on them.
Fair enough.
Ooh.
Goozma will just kind of nod his jar, and the eyes will kind of bounce up, or like the eyes will stay in place as he's nodding up and down.
That's incredible.
I love that.
Get dinked on the head, and you feel kind of like a weird, almost tingly energy, almost electric, not quite, but almost.
Shocking.
And you've had mage armor cast on you, so your AC is now 13 plus your Dex mod.
So
15
temporary 15 AC.
for the next 8 hours.
And whilst you're doing that, Porridge is just going to go,
Oh, I should probably.
and they're gonna bonk themselves in the head and do that as well. So now we both have 15 AC.
Nice.
Not a concentration spell, is it?
Nope.
No, it's 18 hours. 18? 8 hours.
It's just a boop and you're done.
Just 8 hours flat.
Fair enough.
Now we are less squishy.
Mildly.
I mean,
literally all I wanted to do.
Pull himself out of the jar, and yeah, he's still going to be pretty squishy. He is the slime, after all.
Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen. So yeah, are y'all is this y'all's preparations before you put the pearl in the slot, or is there anything else you want to do? I'm gonna take the other silence as a no, unless I've been nerfed. Oh god, have I been nerfed? Hello. Hello. Oh god, have I died?
We hear you.
I'm
Hello?
not dead. Okay, cool.
It's not you, it's me. Internet just went boof.
Oh, because I couldn't hear anybody.
Oh, yikes!
Can you
I-
hear
Yeah,
I
me
mean-
that was rough.
I couldn't hear anybody, and
you
yeah,
hear
everybody
me?
was silent. I was like
Yeah,
asking
we've
if
been
anybody
talking.
if everybody was ready, and then nobody answered me. And I was like,
And
I'm gonna take the silence as a yes, unless I've died.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my
So
RTC just disconnected, so I popped back in. I can't hear you, Jade, if you're saying.
Oh, I can't hear you.
I
Yeah,
could hear. I could hear.
I can
One
hear
of the-
Jade. I should. Yeah, I'm gonna disconnect, reconnect.
now.
Yeah,
I can
we
hear
hear you.
you! I
Daria?
can hear you now!
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Everybody,
Yes.
sound off.
Everyone is alive.
Hello,
Hello?
hello. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Okay, I
Hello?
can hear y'all. Yep.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
trying to say that I'm going to cast the Armor of Agathis on me, which lasts for the next hour.
Cool.
So you see little frost appear on the edges of my of the manta cloak. Yeah.
Hmm. Do I want to do anything? Shoot. I'm trying to think if it's worth.
Oh, god damn it. Girl, help, I'm being nerfed. Uh... Girl, help, I'm being repressed! Ah! Help. What are you... God fucking damn it.
Saying anything?
Girl, help, I'm being repressed!
Can you hear us now?
There you are.
Yes,
I
yes,
hear you now.
yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
God. What's
That's-
Emmet going to do? I didn't hear anything past Emmet is going to, and then silent.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out if Emmet should cure wounds on himself or if he should save the spell slots.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Um,
I'm the DM, I can't really tell you what to do.
no, I know. I'm just like, 17 out of 24. I think he'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
Fine, don't worry about it.
Okay,
Um,
can we all hear each other?
I can
I
hear you guys.
Hi, hello.
I can hear as
me?
well.
Yep,
I can hear
okay.
you. Jade.
I can still
Okay.
hear.
Clearly now the rain is gone.
Let's progress before before anything else happens.
Yes.
Okay. I
So
will first
Andy's
check.
placing the pearl on the door.
Yep.
Yeah.
The door. The door. Sort of slides open, and well, you see the crystal that Miera was asking you to get, sort of like in the middle of the hatch where there is now no door. But before anybody can get it, a shark comes up and sort of like bites the crystal, eats and well, another shark comes following after, and there are now two sharks um swimming like in on like sort of like a bit above eye level of you guys, and roll me initiative.
It's just deadpanning. That wasn't very cash money of you.
Rick goes on the same initiative as me, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bitbark goes on the same initiative as me as well.
Okay, I'll just
Like
roll
that.
real quick for the two sharks. That's a +1 to Dex. That was a nat 20 for
Oh, it's
one
a
of
nat
them.
20.
Why is there a nat? Okay, sure.
Hmm.
Oh, that bites.
Uh-huh.
Ha ha ha.
Talk about a game shark.
Gil?
So many shots.
Are you rolling? There you are.
Oh, I was waiting for you guys. Oh, okay.
We already
that's
did.
not-
Oh, we all rolled.
Oh, I was waiting for Jade. I thought Jade was rolling.
Nah, I already rolled. I rolled
My
first.
bad. Oh yeah.
There's your list. There you go.
Okay, let me just type in. Did you roll for Bitbark?
Bitbark shares initiative with Emmet.
Okay, cool.
It's if you want to put Bitbark in, it's immediately after Emmet.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
I put it out for you, sorry.
Ba-ba-bum. Let's see what I got on plan today.
Alright, there's the initiative and pin.
Nice.
Alright. So, Shark 1. It's gonna, well, I'm gonna who was the one who, put the pearl in?
I was.
Alright. Quick question. Do you have all of your hit points?
Yes.
Okay. That means it doesn't get advantage. So it's gonna go try take a chump out of you, and that's an 8. I don't think that makes it.
Nope.
Okay. Try to take a chump, and it misses. Porridge, your turn.
Oh, Porridge is Let me see which shark has the crystal.
Well, they kind of look the same, so you don't know now.
Cool. Would that take an action for me to find out? Would I be able to say it would be a bonus?
I will say you can't because here's how I'm doing it mechanically. It's gonna be the last shark you defeat.
Fair enough. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go for shark number 2 then, and I'm gonna cast Jim's Magic Missile.
Cool.
Jim's Magic Missile, my beloved.
What's it do?
So Jim's Magic Missile is like Magic Missile.
Can you please post it?
Yep, sorry, give me a second.
You're good. Makes it easier because audio sensitive issues.
Apologies, my dude.
You're
I'm just copy pasting it because I can't actually get a screenshot of it. So I make a ranged spell attack for each missile, so that would be...
I love how your version of Magic Missile has gluten-free.
Yes.
Yep.
It is 5d20 plus 5.
Well, you gotta roll to hit,
Do you?
aren't you? You gotta roll to hit.
Yeah, so that's what it is to hit. It's 5d20. Because I'm hitting them with 5 of these. Let me just
Wait, make a
this,
ranged
sure
spell, right? Wait,
Yeah.
what?
It's
Make
a
a
ranged
ring-
spell attack.
Yeah.
That means each of them has to be rolled. It's d20 plus your proficiency plus your spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, this is a normal magic missile, so it's not an auto hit.
No, that's why I said it's a ranged spell attack.
Yep. I'm just
Okay,
telling you.
proficiency. Sorry, give me a moment then. I need to find out my proficiency on this.
Your proficiency at level 5 should be +3, and you just add your proficiency and your intelligence modifier. So do that 3
Okay,
times
so
for each of
that's
those.
Yeah, so that is 5d20 plus 5.
It's at what level are you casting this?
I believe that is first level, but I believe
First
this
level?
launches 5 of them.
It launches 3 of them.
Am I reading things wrong?
So
I might be reading things.
do a d20 plus
It is
5
3.
3 times.
Apologies, that's my fault. I can't read. Thank you,
You're good.
guys.
No problem. That's why
I
I'm
have-
the DM and I can explain things. And we have Jade, who's also a DM and can explain
I also
things.
have this spell on Trinity, so I know it very well.
Mhm.
Fair enough.
God, shout out to the time Trini tried to use the spell and it immediately blew in his face.
Yep. That's the cool thing about the spell.
Oh dear. Watch me get 3 nat 1s.
Oh, you only need 1 nat 1 for it to blow up in your face.
Oh, thank goodness. They all hit, I think. Oh, do they?
8, 10, and 7.
Need to hit.
Somehow, none of them hit.
Oh my word. This is AI all over again. Porridge, upon seeing that none of these hit, is just gonna let out a little and rage.
Maybe.
They are
It'd be
upset.
like
They can't hit.
Beloved, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
It's fine. It's okay.
Stop
Next.
bullying Porridge.
Well, Emmett's go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so Let me just check my spells and stuff. Okay, yeah. Emmet is going to take out what looks like a gun, but it's not really it doesn't look like an actual gun. It's more like it looks kind of plasticky, almost fake, but it most definitely works. For reference, it's like an NES light gun. And he's just gonna make an attack at let's just say Stark number 1. So let me just make sure. And the other thing is it's infused with repeating shots, so it's a +1, and it uses his int stat, and he doesn't have to worry about ammo. So
Cool. Roll
Okay, so
roll your stuff.
Blam.
Yep, makes it beats it. Roll damage. $11 to Shark
11
1.
damage. Yep.
Okay.
And then Bitbarks go. How far away are these sharks?
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
Shark
I will
1. What?
Technically, it's still Emmett's turn because he's going to use his bonus action to command Bitbark, because that's how the Steel Defender works. But I'm just going to call it as Bitbark's turn.
Yeah, valid. Let me just do the math. Alright, there's Shark 1's HP. Not telling y'all. Okay, so that was Shark 1. Shark 2 is around 40 feet upwards. As
All right.
it swam up.
All right. Well, we have 60 feet swim speed thanks to the manta cloaks. So Bitbark is going to swim up to Shark 2 and do a force empowered rend, aka bite.
Yep. Bite, kill, violence. Yep, that hits.
Yep.
Roll the damage.
Not the
Aww.
best damage, but you know what? It dealt damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's Bitbark's turn, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay,
So Goose.
Goozma.
See. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. So, how far away are the two sharks from each other?
Well, one shark is right up in Andy's face, trying to bite her. The other shark is Shark 2 is up 40 feet and is currently and has been bitten by Bitbark.
Darn. Okay, so they are significantly. Okay.
Yes, they are 40 feet away from each other.
Darn. So there goes the caustic brew route. I guess we'll just let's see. Yeah, we'll just take a shot at the one that's biting our compatriot.
Which one of them?
Not the one that Bitbark's biting, the one that and we'll take a shot at him with chromatic orb.
So, Shark 1?
Yeah, Shark 1.
Okay.
So that's
Yep, roll your rolls.
its proficiency and spellcasting modifier to hit for
Yep.
range attack. So that's going to be a d20 plus 6. Now, if I can just type that properly.
Yep, only one.
Yeah.
unfortunately, that barely misses.
Yeah,
Mm.
Uh,
Is there anything else you can do on your
not
turn?
really.
Any bonus action?
I'm a level 3 wizard. Not exactly what I can do.
It never hurts to ask.
Yeah, unfortunately, no.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's Andy's turn then. Andy, what you doing?
Okay. Andy is gonna look at the shark in front of her. Already cast a mage armor, so that's good. These things are not people or humanoids, so I can't cast Hold Person on them.
Nope.
Instead, I am gonna. Well, my metal pipe's already out, so I'm gonna action cast Booming Blade. Armor of Agath is already up. Should I make note that I actually used that up? And casting Booming Blade. Here's what the spell is. One moment.
That's the one that if they move, they take the damage, right?
Yes, but it also has I believe the original damage applied at first.
Oh, they have original damage as well?
Hit the target's office weapon attack effects and because he's in booming and he just said the target's within.
Oh yeah, and the target on hit when like 5. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm hitting with my weapon, and I will be having Rick give me the help action, so I can get
Mhm.
advantage.
Okay.
And this just imagine that it's the squid is now attached to the shark.
Yep.
The 20 plus. Let me make sure that I get this right. What do I add to this again? Okay, perfect. Bippity boppity boopity. Fuck me.
Ah,
Mm.
no,
Well,
unfortunately, neither of those hit.
this is fine. I'm using my bonus action then. Technically, I should have done it before, but whatever. I'm using my bonus action then to just cast Hex on the shark.
Mhm.
So it is now Hex. I will deal an extra d6 damage whenever I hit it, but I haven't hit it yet. And it has disadvantage on any skill check it makes with, let's say, Strength.
Strength. All right. Cool. Makes that shark one. Okay. Making a note of that.
And that's all I can do. I'm staying in front of it to make sure that it targets me.
Mhm. Okay. I'm just writing down a note that it's hexed. Uh. You said strength roll?
Yes. No, any strength ability checks. So specifically, I guess it would only be if it makes any athletics checks.
Okay.
Should have just done Hex, but whatever, it's fine.
Noted it down. Yeah. Okay. Um. Yeah. What? Yeah. It. Shark two. Bitbrook, you've been in its face, biting it. Doesn't like that. Gonna bite you back.
Aggression.
Violence. So that's another +6. Does an 18 hit?
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. Take 5 damage.
Thankfully it was a low damage roll.
Yep, as you get munched. And that's all the shark can do in this turn. Yep.
And then loops back to Shark 1.
Look back to Shark 1. You're still in its face, Andy. It's gonna bite you. That's
Do it.
another. That's a 14. Yeah, I'm assuming that doesn't hit because you have mage armor on.
Yes, my mage armor is 16.
It tries to bite you, but like there's like like the force field of your mage armor is like protecting you, and it's just sort of like
Might
gnaws
I,
on your arm, but it
might
can't
I,
really bite you.
might I say how it's also being stopped?
Sure.
My pipe is in its mouth. You
Yeah.
can't close it.
Yep.
There you go.
It tastes lead. Well, maybe not lead, but it tastes
Whatever the pipe is made out of.
metal. Yes, real kind metal. Doesn't like it. Anyways, onward to the next person.
Porridge.
Porridge beloved, what do you
Was that
do?
Shark 1? Was that Shark 2?
That was Shark
That was
1.
Shark. That was Shark 1.
Oh no,
Shark 1 is in
apologies,
front of
that
me.
makes that a wee bit. Okay, Porridge is still kind of annoyed that they missed their magic missile. Which shark, by the way, attacked little Sparky, little doggo?
Bitbark?
Yeah.
That would be Shark 2, which is 40
Shark-
feet upward. 40 feet upward.
Cool. Porridge, it doesn't like that. Porridge does not like seeing a friendly dog get bit. Let me see. They are gonna cast catapult at second level, and they're gonna fling one of the clams at it.
Oh,
Okay.
If I'm allowed.
Yep. What's your roll for catapult?
Pretty sure it's a ranged spell attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just another +5. If the would strike a creature, must make a dex save.
Oh, so it's not. It's
like,
actually
you
not
make
a.
dex save.
Yeah, it's not a ranged spell attack. Yeah.
yep. So
It's
Shark
a-
2 dex save.
Okay.
Against my DC.
Does not have proficiency in dex save, so that's just a +1.
Yeah.
That's a 7.
It fails.
7, cool. At second level, please take 4d8 damage, which I need to roll. So you just see you hear a very angry boop, boop, boop noise, and you just get a big old clam tossed at your face, mate. Let me roll that 4d8. If I can find numbers, please. Damage!
Oh,
20!
Nice.
Damn!
Smack her in the eye!
Smack indeed, that's a big smackaroni.
assistance appreciated.
Drop the dog.
I love, we have one robot who is super chiptune. Chiptune? I don't know what it's called. Did I say it right? I don't know. And then we have
Chiptune,
just
yeah.
normal voice robot.
Very good bots. Bots have bots
We love
back.
both of them.
Bot solidarity.
Bot singularity.
Bot solidarity. Yeah, Porridge is probably also gonna just use 20 foot of their movement to get a bit closer. Actually, no, they're not gonna get closer. They're gonna stay to the floor just in case they want to fling another clam. But they're yeah, they're gonna just move. They're just gonna move like 10 foot. I don't know where everyone is at the moment is the issue. So I don't know where they would move. They might actually just stay put then.
Okay,
That's the case.
everyone except for Bitbark is still at the bottom. Bitbark is 40 feet up, engaged in combat with the shark that you just bunked.
Okay, cool. In that case, let me see what the thing is for this. How far away can I be? Oh, okay. It can be within 60 feet. So yeah, Porridge is just gonna go up 20 feet and stay there. And keep their eye on shark number 2, who's got their nasty little jaws wrapped around their little dog friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Duk.
Yes.
And then Emmett's go.
Yep.
All right. So Emmett's gonna give a thumbs up to Porridge, like, yeah, you can help out with Bitbark. Meanwhile, Emmet himself is gonna turn back around and keep blasting at Shark number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Nuts.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
That's a shame, but you can't hit all the shots.
Yep.
And he's using his bonus action to command Bitbark to do another bite. So on Bitbark's turn, Bitbark is going to continue aggression protocol.
Yep. Bite, violence.
I assume that hits.
Yep, that indeed hits. Roll the damage. Yep, that's 9 damage. So that's Shark 2. It's
And if anyone needs heal, do let me know.
-9. Okay.
For now, that's all my actions.
Mm-hmm. And now that is Goozma.
Right. Let's see. Let's see if we can actually. You know what? I'm hesitant to use like one of my 2 first or second level spell slots, but we're gonna go ahead and cast Dragon's Breath. Let's see, what damage type do we want that to be? We'll do Thunder Dragon's Breath for the lulz. We're gonna do that on Krusty Stan.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes. One of my favorite combos. Oh.
So Krusty Stan now has a Thunder Dragon Breath. By virtue of Shatter and Orda Scribe's wizard ability.
My beloved.
Yeah.
And that's Dragon's Breath is only a bonus action. Huh.
Yep.
Oh, now I
Another
know.
action.
Let's see. I think, and I can only cast 1 leveled spell slot per turn, if I remember right.
You can use the cantrip that is an action right now because of how Dragon Breath works. So you can cast 1 level. The PHB rule states that you can cast 1 leveled spell and a cantrip as long as it takes an action and a bonus action, respectively, or like in that or like that.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
Mind Sliver. I'm
Okay,
trying
please
to remember
repeat
what.
to me. What is who's the one you cast
the
Dragon's
crab.
Breath on?
Crab
His familiar. His
Mhm.
familiar, the crab.
Okay.
And it's thunder damage. So, then we're going to use on Shark number 1. We're going to use Mind Sliver.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Makes an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence. What's your intelligence? Where is my planning sheet? There it is. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Dummy shark.
Yeah.
Those eyes hold no thoughts.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a d6 of psychic damage.
Yep. That's
Takes
fine.
5 psychic damage. And it's also subtracts a d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of its next turn. Let's see. I want to double check something on Find Familiar because I'm not sure if I have to command it or use an action to command it.
I think you do that. I don't know. I don't know familiars. They're like they take their actions like right after yours, I think.
Yeah, acts independently, but always obeys your commands in combat. It can attack, but it can take other actions as normal. Yeah, it doesn't
Its action can be to use the Dragon's Breath.
exactly.
That you're asking. So, yes,
Well,
it
yeah, no,
can use the Dragon's Breath.
I was just making sure I didn't have to use an action to command it to use the Dragon's Breath.
Nope.
It's,
So, yeah,
it's not like Steel Defender in that sense.
We'll just have Cressy Stan position himself so he doesn't get anyone else in his 15-foot cone of Dragon's Breath, but we'll hit shark number 1 with a Thunder Dragon's Breath.
Yeah. Now I'm wondering how the fuck does thunder damage Dragon's Breath work? Like, just sound?
Imagine,
Sound
yeah,
waves.
it's just a giant sonar beam.
Alright.
Flavor-wise, how I do it with Crusty Stan is he just plays Crab Rave so loud it does damage.
Amazing,
And
incredible.
that's what
Spirit of
happens.
Funkel flows through him.
The power
So
of Crunkle.
make a dex saving throw.
And
And
versus
minus a
D4.
D4 from it.
Yep.
Subtract the D4 off of it.
Okay. That's a what's my okay, it's con save?
Dex save.
Dex
Dexterity.
save. Okay, that's a +1, but minus D4. That's a 4.
It fails.
So
All damage.
3d6 thunder damage. Dun 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 dun. Dun.
God. Dun, dun, dun.
3d6 crab damage.
15 crab damage. 15 crab damage. Okay. To to Shark 1. Okay.
Yeah, Crusty Stan just retracts back into the fez, which acts as a shell, and you just see this kind of just big, large bubble just smack this shark in the side. And you just hear this, you can faintly hear through the water this crab rave sound. The sound of crabs raving.
Amazing.
Andy turns off her headphones for a minute just to listen into this dope song.
As it
They can
should be.
appreciate a good song.
Yep.
Crab rave.
I'm actually
It's
gonna
like-
put on Crab Rave in the background for me.
Oh my god.
Go for it.
There it is.
Nice. People are not gonna hear it on my end, but yep.
No, that's
there,
fine.
Jade has crab rave.
I got Crab Rave going. Let's go.
Yep.
And that's Goozma's turn.
And now, Andy, back to you.
Oh, fantastic. To the background of Crab Rave. Let's do this. Okay, so I already cast Booming Blade, and that's just on the next melee hit, so I don't have to worry about that. So instead, Andy is
Really, you don't have to cast it every time?
no, it's you brandish weapon using spellcasting on the make a melee attack against a hit the creature on a hit. The creature's weapon's normal effects and then becomes stashed with weapons. So since it hasn't hit, it still maintains the sheath.
Yeah, nifty.
Machine.
Okay.
Yeah,
roll. What are you gonna do, buddy?
Good question. I'm going to use my bonus action to cunning action aim, which is a thing that rogues can do, and that gives me advantage.
Please tell me what cunning action aim is, because I have not heard that before.
It is a second level rogue feature. You gain additional way to use your cunning action. Yeah, I'll actually just post it. Yee-hoo. You know your cunning actions, like how you can bonus action, dash, disengage, and hide? It just adds an extra one called aim.
Interesting. Okay, never heard of that one.
It's from
before.
Tasha's.
Huh, cool.
And 1d20 plus.
Alright, nifty. Yeah, I can do that.
Does a 19 hit?
19 indeed hits.
Fantastic. Hex is still casted on this creature.
Mhm.
So, I'm just going to roll all my damage if you don't mind.
Yep.
One moment. 6 plus 18 damage.
18. Nice. That's a lot of
And
damage.
Now
Whoa.
if it moves, it'll also take an extra d8. That's my action. Bonus action. That's it. I'm good.
Okay. That was a pretty damn good turn, I must say. And now,
I'll say that Rick's, if you don't mind, I'll say that Rick swims over to the second shark, and whoever attacks the next shark next, Rick is given the help action too, so they'll have advantage.
well, Shark 2, is going, still doesn't like you, Bitbark, gonna attack.
Boy.
That's a nat 20.
That's a crit.
I am so sorry.
At least steel defenders are easy to revive.
Yep.
What is up with your luck this game?
I don't know. But yeah.
I'm
Like
so
even if
sorry.
okay, listen. I'm just gonna you don't even have to roll damage at this point because even if yeah, because monsters don't get death stat blocks don't get death saves. Any damage you roll, yeah, that's 22 damage. How are we calculating crits here?
Times 2. I don't
We're
have
doing times 2?
Yeah, I don't have the energy to like do whatever.
Okay,
the fuck
then yeah,
other
that's
people
gonna
do.
be an instant. That's gonna be an instant KO. And Bitbark,
Oh, no.
there's just the sound of like crunching metal as it's like powering down.
Yeah, there's this unfortunate crunch. And, yeah, Bitbark sure do be powering down. And, Shark's gonna use its movement to, get close to you all. Cause more enemies. And now it's turn for Shark 1, who's still gonna try and hit Aandy. That's a 23.
That one hits.
Okay.
Roll your damage, and then I'll tell you how much you're taking.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. That's a 12. How much
12?
damage does the shark take?
So 5. So you take 10 cold damage
Mm-hmm.
because I have Armor of Agathis, and I only really lose 2 HP because I had 10 beforehand. So
Yep. Cool. And that's its turn.
Alright, so Shark 1? That's Shark 1's turn?
Yep.
Alright, Porridge.
Cool. Give me just a second, because Porridge is going to do a thing after seeing a little wonderful little bot friend dog just get completely crunched up. Porridge is going to kind of freeze up a bit as it watches the bits of metal that used to be the wonderful little dog friend that they didn't even get to pet yet just get crunched by the shark. And Porridge is going to start vibrating a little, and it's going to very slowly look at Shark 2, and it is going to cast Catapult again at 2nd level, and it is going to once again throw a clam at it, and as it does so, it is going to say, and let me see, I need to roll to hit. Where are you? Oh, you just need to make a dex save, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dex save it is.
And for anyone that's looking at Porridge at the moment,
That's a 13.
13. Beats it. Yeah. Porridge
So,
is
half damage.
Half damage. Let's see.
Fairly certain. Is Catapult one of the half damage spells? I can't remember.
No, it's not.
It's not?
Just
Interesting.
misses, yeah. Just misses.
Ah.
So it
it's a
just
cantrip?
clips. Catapult's not a cantrip, that's a first level spell.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, I didn't hear what spell you were casting.
Yeah.
It just misses.
Yeah, it literally clips your tail, and anyone that is looking in Porridge's direction, they will see that their colours, like the red zigzags on them, have started to gyrate a bit up and down, and their eye, which used to be like a blue-green, has now turned a violet purple.
Oh.
Interesting.
Angie.
Ingy.
Yeah, also like they had like 4 little triangles in their eye. Those have now rotated. They are rotating rapidly around the pupil in the middle. And their eyes are locked onto that shark.
Okay.
Oh boy.
That's all I'm doing. That's
yeah,
all Porridge
your
can
turn.
do.
Emmet, what you doing? Shark 2 just bit down your buddy.
Well, at the moment, Emmett's just kind of like... Emmett's still busy dealing with Shark 1, but as long as they can get these sharks out of the way, it should be fine. Like, he can repair Bitbark, like, with a full revival at just the cost of a spell slot, so it should be good. For now, he's gonna... How's Shark 1 looking?
Bad.
Really bad?
Yeah.
In that case, Emmett's just gonna try and see if he can finish it off so that the others can go and help deal with Shark 2.
Yep.
So
Rolling rolls. That does not hit, unfortunately.
That's a miss.
Yeah.
Okay. Does he have anything else he can do as a bonus action? Because it's not being spent talking to Bitbark. None of these are bonus actions. Nope, he does not really have bonus actions, no.
There aren't a lot of bonus action spells, which is kind of unfortunate.
Nah, in that case, he's gonna stay here just so that he doesn't get an opportunity attack on him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's gonna, stick around with the rest of the group for now. But getting rid of this shark is priority number 1. Priority number 2 is avenging Bitbark.
Yep. Yeah, and Goozma, your turn.
Let's maybe get to start on avenging Bitbark.
Wrong chat.
You
were typing in the coconut gallery.
I guess I wasn't typing anything. I just have. I guess I just had it clicked on there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're going to use Goozma's action. Why is this all being weird? Okay. We're going to try using Chromatic Orb again this time on the shark number 2.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if I can actually hit something. Yes!
That definitely hits.
What
damage is it?
Is there anyone near the shark or shark number 2?
No, not yet.
I mean, in terms of being near shark number 2, Bitbark is there, but Bitbark's already downed, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, and Shark 2 has gotten closer to the to the group.
Well, we'll save the line. Anyways, we're gonna have it be lightning damage to make.
Do you
Just
do
to
you
get
realize we're in water?
I
Do
don't
it.
know how. That's why I asked if anyone was near.
We're all
Uh,
in water, and it's fairly near, like 5 feet away. I'm just saying,
uh,
I'm gonna have to make some consequences for lightning damage.
fine, we'll make it ice or
Okay.
cold damage.
I'm sorry for ruining your fun, but also lightning damage and a lot of water isn't gonna end well.
There are
Yeah,
consequences.
that's absolutely shocking.
Ooh.
Boo.
Oof.
Alright, that's 8. 8
And
damage.
then, going on to Krusty Stan's turn, we'll just have it Thunder Dragon's Breath the shark number 1 again.
Mhm. And that's a dex save, correct?
Indeed.
Okay. That's a 7.
Let's see. I can never remember how much dice I need to roll. More 3d6.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my stuff does 3d6 for whatever reason.
Roll yourself some damage.
Damage
That's
roll.
a 9.
Literally rolled the exact same thing, except I got 1 higher on the 1 dice.
It's still standing.
Sharks are
Somehow.
tough, man.
Ugh.
Yeah, it looks bad. It's like half turning into. It's half like dissolving into sea foam, but like it's still there.
Well,
I just
I'm gonna keep bludgeoning it with spells.
Yep. Well, that is the end of your turn, Andy.
All right. Higher, better, faster, stronger. All right. This shit's bang in Andy's head right now. And let's see. What do we fucking do? Sharking one is still in front of us, right?
Yep. It's looking real bad.
Andy is gonna stick their hand inside the shark's mouth, holding it open with the pipe, and cast Eldritch Blast.
Oh, okay. Roll.
nice.
That's a sick ass imagery.
Moment.
Okay, don't even roll anything. That's just
Wait,
like
I want to know though. That's 2d10.
okay, roll your damage then. Okay,
Even then.
for everyone, the shark has had 2 HP left.
Oof.
Yay, gratuitous overkill.
So
So,
Andy just blasts it apart.
you do your trick. You fire a bolt you fire an eldritch blast, and this shark just completely turns to sea foam and dissolves away. Now there is no more Shark 1 and only Shark 2.
Get him.
Good. Let's freaking
And
get rid of it.
yeah, it's a hardy one.
Because it has died, I can now move as a bonus action. I am going to move Hex
To the
over
other
to
one.
Shark 2. Yeah.
Yep.
And using the rest of my movement, I am going to get in front of its face.
Yep. You can do that.
That's it.
Alright, now it's time for Shark 2.
Try me, bitch.
Yeah. Okay, now you're in front of Shark 2. Now Shark 2 is gonna try and bite you. That rhymed. 21.
Ooh.
Okay. Roll damage, and I'll tell you. You take 10 cold damage.
Isn't it just one time?
Oh, wait.
Did you cast armor? I guess.
It's casted.
Did you cast it twice?
No, I remember now. It's
It's only when the first attack that hits you.
Well, I have these hit points. No, so since it did 12 damage and it took away all the hit points. Armor of Agathis disappeared. But if it had done like 5 damage, it would have still taken 10 again, and then so on
I
and
don't
so forth.
think that's how it works, but sure.
It says if a creature hits you with a melee attack while you have these hit points, the creature takes 5 cold damage.
Okay.
So yes. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, but that's.
I'll take the damage. Yeah, just roll it.
Yep, that's D8 plus 4. That's max. Okay, that's 12 damage.
You know what I can do though? Use my last spell slot. Hellish fucking Rebuke.
Yep, that's what I fucking thought. That's a
Yeah.
3.
Oh. 1 moment.
That's what I fucking thought you say, you funky warlock.
Yeah, that's a second level, so that's 3d10.
Yep, roll your damage. 21. Oh, it is immediately. It is now also looking real bad.
Can I say what happens?
Sure.
As it bites down and manages to get through the mage armor, Andy's eyes grow like a little bit of green, and then green flames just sprout from like basically all around her and engulf the shark.
Nice.
So I am taking how much damage? 12?
Yep, 12 damage.
There you go. I'm fine.
Yep. And now it is time for Porridge. Ingy baby.
Ooh.
Ingy little
cool.
bot.
Unleash the rage.
So, Porridge has just watched their lovely little dogbot friend get ripped apart, and now they have seen that Aandy has been latched onto by this shark. Porridge is not pecking happy. Porridge is really not pecking happy. They missed twice. They hit once with the clam and they did pretty well, but they missed twice, and they are not having it. They are getting about 10 foot away from this shark, and they're going to hold out one of their nubbins from underneath the cloak, and you're going to hear like a as their eye focuses in very closely on this thing, and they're going to cast Chromatic Orb, and they're going to flavour that as acid damage, 2nd level.
Nifty.
Cool, let me roll. So that is a
Yeah, that hits!
Ooh. Cool! So that will be...
I was hoping so much you'd hit.
48. What damage did I say? Acid damage.
Acid.
Acid damage. So how I flavour this is, Porridge is 10 foot away. They hold out one of their nubbins. You just hear like a bloop, 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 and you see a bundle of green, goopy, tizzling energy come from one of their nubbins. And they launch this thing directly at this shark's gills, and that'll be 16 damage.
Okay, let me say what happened. So you shoot this ball of acid at the shark, and it goes just through it. And the shark, as the shark starts, as the shark dissolves into sea foam too, you see the crystal that you've all been here to get sort of float lazily in the water. You can all
Ooh.
jump out of initiative now.
Okay.
Yep.
I will say... Oh, go ahead, Rada.
Oh, no, you go first.
I was going to say, Porridge is going to immediately swim down, because Bitbark has been crunched, and I imagine that with that metal in the manta ray cloak, they've just started to slowly float down towards the ocean floor. Porridge is gonna try and see if there's any missing bits, and if there are, gather them up and wrap them up in the manta ray cloak. Anything you want me to roll for that?
You can roll me an investigation just to like see
And
if anything like. Yep. Go ahead.
Hey, Staria, can I also roll investigation to see if there's
Sure.
any missing bits?
Yeah.
90.
Fantastic. 20.
Yep. You find you find everything pretty decent, pretty quickly. The shark didn't bite too harshly, so not not a lot of like metal bits and pieces got torn off. So it's fairly
I also
easy.
have to ask this Staria before I actually do it. And I'm so sorry, Rada. But can I roll sleight of hand to pocket these?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Considering I'm right next to them, can I roll perception with advantage to see this?
Yes.
I'm guessing I went for different bits. Yeah. Feel free to.
I will give Rada the final
Trade.
say in this.
Rada,
I
would
use
you
my
be okay with
inspiration point
this?
to see this.
You could
'Cause I'm
probably
not gonna.
you could probably snag like one or two like small pieces of metal, but very quickly you're going to be interrupted by Emmet swimming over himself and immediately starting to cast mending on like a heavy dose of mending. So much mending that he's using up a spell slot for this to like work on repairing Bitbark.
I will let you know. I will take what I can get. This is just like the moment that this happened, I knew this was what Aandy would do, so I kind of wanted to make sure I asked first.
You're fair. You're fair.
2 little robotic pieces, I'll call them.
Okay. But then
Andy
after...
can get robotic pieces when she asks for them nicely.
No, she wants to steal them. She doesn't trust adults.
But
so
anyway, after enough tinkering, Bitbark's eyes glow again. Reboot cycle initiated. There's still some dents in his like metal like hull, but in terms of functionality, he is back to complete function, and all of his HP has been restored.
Nice.
Max revive.
Hell
yes,
yeah.
good. Can I roll something for Porridge to check for them to check them over? Because they saw their bot friend get chomped and they want to make sure that they are okay.
Yeah, you can do that.
That would probably be in medicine, wouldn't it?
For robots, I don't know.
Roll me investigation.
Especially
Because we don't have a mechanics roll for D&D.
Well, for a steel defender, I would argue Arcana.
Yeah, I was gonna say Arcana, because that's what artificers use a lot. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, besides the dents, it seems like the dents can be buffed out. Like, Bitbark is looking towards, Bitbark looks towards Porridge and is like, "Thank you for assisting during this battle."
Porridge doesn't say anything, but may I roll a hammer space?
Sure. Oh no.
Oh
yeah.
That's a fumble.
That's a fumble. Roll your fumble. Also, y'all are still underwater.
Yeah. Andy's now that the porridge has been fixed, Aandy and they pocketed these 2 little pieces with the 28 sleight of hand, might I add. I'm just heading over to grab the crystal.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's Goozma doing while this is going on, by the way?
No.
I think Goozma was gonna go check out the door, or since he's not as much interested in Bitbark.
Well, you look inside the door, the pearl that has been the key has vanished. And under the door, well, you see a glass floor. It seems that the door was the last layer between the actual world in this bottle and the bottle itself.
Goozma's just wondering, what? Why? What was the point of this door?
Probably to guard.
Good
Andy
question.
just signs. Yeah, probably to guard the crystal.
Anyway, Goozma, since it's just a solid glass floor under that, Goozma's just going to swim back up to the group and I guess help with mending Bitbark with mending.
I mean, at this point, Bitbark's pretty much all 100% good to go. So, yeah.
Yeah, so
Then, it occurs to me, did we do we have some sort of signal to tell Miero to get us out?
I would think
well,
it's just.
yeah, I was gonna say, once you grab the crystal, you will all get teleported out.
Okay.
Okay. When you say Andy took a second finding it while they were doing stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Porridge, why don't you tell us what you got in that 20 for fumble?
Ooh, okay. So for the 20 in their fumble, you see Porridge move very mechanically. I mean, they're a robot; they move mechanically, but this is like zzz, zzz, kind of mechanical instead of the smooth motions that their form would imply they move like. And you see that them stick a knob in their eye and unceremoniously pull something out. And who's close to Porridge right now? I know Bitbark and Emmet are. Is anyone else?
Not Andy. So
Not Aandy. Okay. And I think Goozma was also checking out the door. So if that's the case, Emmet and Bitbark, you want to roll me an Arcana quickly, please?
Yeah.
Because they're only going to do this very briefly before they put it back.
Arcana is intelligence.
I
Okay.
sure do love when the. I sure do love when when the fumble turns to lore.
Yeah.
Oh, look, just be thankful this wasn't Lao this happened with, because if this was a 1 and a 20, oh boy, it could be a lot worse.
Fun.
But okay.
Gotta love ominous lore.
Leave it to the artificer to find out the robo lore.
So
The
who's
artificer from the
who's?
future.
Emmet is first. Bitbark was second.
Cool. So Bitbark, you've just been repaired, so it's kind of hard to tell. You know this thing is magical. You're not quite certain of what kind of magical energy it is, though. But hey, Emmet, this thing, hella magic. You can't quite tell what it is, but as Porridge puts it back in his eye, you can see that as it passes through and into Porridge's eye, there seems to be a weird kind of magical frisson, almost like something happens there that is not very normal. It's almost like you see a pulse of magic go through Porridge before it all fades back to just normal looking Porridge, except for the fact that they are very silent right now, and they're going to try and reach back into their eye again. That's an one. Oh, my words.
Emmet's just kind of looking curiously at this. Yeah, you rolled a d20 instead of a d10.
Yeah, you roll a d10.
I'm a Wally, that's what happened.
Yeah, Emmet is just looking at Porridge incredibly curiously.
That's an 8, so that's
you get your item.
Oh, what they do, they reach back into their eye, where the socket is, and they put it out, and they pull out a little roll of stickers. They're like little animal stickers. Aww. And Porridge just very robotically, very mechanically, just goes through the stickers until they find one which you can see as the dog page, and they turn it towards Bitbark and say, "Use your sticker."
Bitbark's just gonna reply, Sticker received. I don't know what
Porridge is just gonna say again, choose your sticker. As Emmet's gonna choose.
Yeah, Emmet's just gonna choose one. Do we have like a specific selection, or is he just gonna pick one?
Like a brown dog, there's a Dalmatian, there's a little bulldog puppy that's rolled on its back very cutely with like a little tongue sticking out. There's a whole selection. It's your choice. Loads.
He'll probably take like a retriever sticker and just stick it onto the side of Bitbark.
Cool. As Emmet does that, Porridge just nods their head. Choice made. Affirmative. And they're gonna roll back the sticker sheet, pop it in their eye, and blow up, down at Emmet and Bitbark again, and say, objective complete. And turn around and float away. And that's it. That's all I wanted to do.
Oh.
Baby!
I think. Does Aandy grab the crystal now?
Yeah, unless anybody else has anything to do in here, when you grab the crystal, your vision goes white, and you're all outside of the bottle, where you stood. And
Do we land gracefully or do we land on our ass?
roll me a
Dangerous
D2,
question.
I guess. Roll me a
Everybody
D2.
roll a D2?
Yep, 1 for gracefully, 2 for on your ass.
Aandy lands gracefully. Porridge
does
lands
Porridge.
gracefully.
Porridge just floats out.
Goozma lands flat. Emmet, honey.
Lands with a face plant while Bitbark just kind of drops in on top of him.
Oh my god.
So Goozma's head kind of comes jostled loose when he lands roughly, and you see the body just kind of flailing around looking for the head. It's like, oh, you hear little.
I was going to say, oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, you hear little bubbles, and that's basically his version of Growler saying, oh, over here. Hey, no, right. You're left, damn it.
I wanted to be this since Aandy landed gracefully. Once the head rolls off, Aandy just stops it with a foot and picks it up and hands it to the body.
Just hear a loud crick as he screws his head back on.
Oh my god.
Aandy is so extra.
Yes.
I love them.
You fucking betcha.
I love this whole party. Everyone here is so great.
There are brain cells, yet there are no brain cells.
Listen, there's also no brain cells with the DM over here, so you know.
The brain cell crew. Staria, may I roll perception to see if we can find Miero, or are they just here?
Well, Miero is standing, like where you left him. He's like with the bottle in his hand, and like after all of you have gone out, he corks the bottle shut and puts it in his hammer space.
I have a question, sorry, about the crystal and like all the pearls that we acquired. I'm
Sure.
guessing that when we first found them, everything was much bigger, but once we got out, the things that we took out with us were
it's the same size.
Smaller. Yeah.
It's
Same
the
size?
It grew with us.
It grows with us. Okay, so the crystal's now. I don't know how big the crystal was beforehand. But
the crystal is around the size of it's a bit larger than your palm. You can hold it in your hand.
Before I completely hand it over, can I roll a quick Arcana check just to look it over?
Sure.
That's a nat 1. No? And he just fucking, he's like, I don't know what the fuck this is, and hands it over.
I mean, it definitely makes sense. It's magic, you think. It's probably nothing important. But yeah, so you hand it over to Miera?
Yeah.
Miera takes it and nods in like thanks. You get the feeling he doesn't say much.
Emmett's like finally getting up. Like, so does that mean we're done then?
Yes, I will give you your payment, and you all get 15 gold.
All right, yeah.
And but the next time you check your pocket or hammer space or whatever wherever you put shit in, you will see that you have gotten this infinite bubble. Once per day, you can cast water breathing on self. The bubble will expand until it is the size of a glass bowl that can comfortably fit on your head. This recharges the next day at dawn.
How long does it last? Out of curiosity.
Water breathing lasts 1 hour. Water breathing is the spell.
Okay.
What does it look like?
Well,
I mean,
it looks like
Bubble.
a clear water bubble that it's slightly squishy, but but also like glass. So you can't like pop it, but when you do when you use it, it turns into a glass bowl, like a fish bowl, and
Got it.
it can fit on your head.
Tell me what sports. Just gonna give myself the water breathing spell.
And it is once per day.
I will also ask for the pearls we got. Like, we got 3 pearls.
I believe one for each of us because
Yeah.
we got
Well,
one
the
and
problem
then
is
3
there's
more.
4. The problem is there's 4 of us.
Yes, we got one and then we rolled again and then got 3 extra ones.
Mhm.
So it's
Oh,
total.
okay. 1 for each of us that way. Okay.
I will say,
would this be the time to figure out how much gold those are worth to add them onto our reward?
I
think
will
there's actually a step for that.
I will say,
There's,
you can just have it like be a cosmetic thing.
True.
But if you do, I will say, those were rather small pearls that you got, so you will get 5 gold additionally.
Yeah,
If you-
Emmett will probably sell his because he doesn't have much need for a pearl right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bandit needs the money more.
Yeah, so you all get 20 gold instead of 15.
Yeah.
So I don't completely break the economy.
No, of course.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Porridge won't sell their pearl. They're just gonna look at it and pop it in their hammer space. So they will only get 15.
Mm-hmm.
I will say there's one thing I want to do if there is nothing else people wanted to do before, unless there's anything else people wanted to do.
I mean, I think I'm good at this point.
Same.
Okay. If that's the case, I've got to roll hammer space again. Hooray.
Alright.
Did you want to do your thing first, Staria, and then I do my hammer space roll?
Well, unless it's interacting with Miero, you can do yours first. Unless it's interacting with Miero, so that was a stealth, as Miero slips away while you all are distracted with your pearls and whatever.
Okay. If that's the case, Porridge is not going to take notice of that. They are going to do this instead. So people can roll an insight on Porridge right now if they want, but Porridge is again going to reach inside of their eye. You're going to hear like a little rummage noise, and then you're going to hear their nubbin pop out, and they're going to be holding they're going to be holding, how many is that now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're going to be holding 6 butterfly scales in their hands, or in their nubbins, and they're just going to hold them out to you. And you're going to notice they are they're red and orange. They've got like they're red with a little orange tint, and they're just going to hold them out and say,
It's a memory to keep.
and they just hold them out.
All right.
God, I don't want to be mean, but Andy's like, why are you giving me this?
Emmet's gonna take 2 of them, one for himself and one for Bitbark.
Yeah.
Bitbark, Emmet only rolled a 2, but Bitbark rolled a 15 on Insight.
Cool.
So do with that what you will.
So with a 15 Bitbark, you did notice earlier, and even when you were being kind of ragdolled around by the shark, Porridge was acting very different than how they were before. They weren't like happy-go-lucky, helpful Porridge. There was a stark difference between them then and them now. For one, their eye was violet, and now their eye has dimmed back to a bluey green. And the little arrows that were circling in their eye have stilled and gone back to the corners. And the zigzags and stripes that were vibrating and sort of moving around their body have calmed. And whilst their voice is still a little bit off, they don't sound quite as monotone as they did before, as they're handing this out to you.
Okay. Bitbark isn't gonna make much like comment on that, if only because not enough data.
Valid. And Aandy, as you ask why are you giving this to me, Porridge is going to look at you and say,
It's to serve as a memory to remember today.
Andy doesn't understand tunes. Andy will take it and put on their best customer service smile. I'm sorry.
That's okay, dude. Look, it's in character. That's how it's going to be. You will also notice there are 3 left, so that leaves one for your squid cat friend, and then there's one for Goozma and one for Krusty Stan.
Wait, Rick is also getting one? Rick will
Yes.
happily take it. Rick is
Yeah.
much different than Andy.
Getting one what?
Aw.
The little like crystals that are being handed out as keepsakes.
Well, they're not
memories.
crystals. They're
They're
butterfly
butterfly
scales.
scales
Scales, right.
Yeah.
from Butterfly Effect.
So
That's
minus
super
6.
fucking cute.
Look, they've got 22 of these things, man. Handing them out like candy. Then minus 4, so that's 16 left of these. Cool. So would Goozma and Krusty Stan take these?
I was confused, but he will take it. Krusty Stan is like really happy. He's holding his little one in his claws, and he's holding it up for Goozma to fasten it to the hat. So he's just like gonna go ahead and do that. I don't know if there's no pin on it, or anything to actually fasten it on. We're just gonna use mending to kind of fuse it, to fuse it to the hat.
At that, Porridge's little antenna, which have been sort of parallel of their head, just kind of perks up, like twitches up a little bit, and it's standing up a little bit straighter, and it just nods at you and says,
It has been an interesting one time. Well,
and they're just probably going to wander off unless someone drags them back.
I mean, Emmet doesn't have much reason to stick around either. Like their job's done, they've gotten payment, everyone seems to be good, so he's gonna give Porridge a little wave, and it's like, hey, maybe I'll see you again later sometime, little dude.
Goozma's gonna grab his jar, spin it off, and then as the body is falling, he's gonna open up his hammer space and let the body fall into hammer space and catch himself with Mage Hand and start floating off with Krusty's tan in tow.
Funky.
He knows how to make an exit.
Yeah. Andy, what are you doing?
Andy's heading out. They have completed the job.
Okay. Andy, do you want to roll me a perception? I'm not going to use your passive for this, but just roll me a perception.
19.
All right, yeah. As you're walking away, you can kind of just hear Emmet just kind of muttering under his breath a little. Buzzkill.
How did you see past the 28 sleight of hand, my friend?
It's not about this 28 sleight of hand. It's just about his general attitude. It's just about their general attitude.
Yeah,
it's just like this guy is a real bummer, dude.
That's valid. Completely understandable. Andy, upon hearing that, pulls up their hood and begins walking away.
Well, anybody else has anything to say before we close this off?
Oh,
Goozma, you got...
I'm good.
Yeah, good.
I'm gonna go get some pizza.
Calling once, calling twice.
Goozma's just floating off into the sunset.
Yep, just Mage Hand time.
I think that's
Porridge?
game.
Yeah, so thank you for playing this game. Sorry for being late. And I hope y'all enjoyed.
Yeah, had fun.
Yeah, say
Jeez,
goodbye
good
to our
thing.
listeners. Thank you those in chat. Thank you those who will listening in the future. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Listening, this has been fun. Farewell.
Yay.
Woo.